Perfect. All right. So last time we got jobs.
We got jobs.
Which,
Finally made it. All trades out.
Yeah.
Abby.
Funny timing, because yesterday we finally made it to all trades app.
We taught Ichiban how to hold a big hammer.
Yes. So yeah. In addition to that, we also did move a little bit more forward. We have a positive goal as far as a location we might be able to go to find some more on the Numa.
We learned about a warehouse that Mabuchi runs.
Yes.
And we got a job there. Going, I mean, fuck. He's gonna show up eventually, probably.
I don't know. I guess invented a vocation system where he starts hero and move away from it. You know. And we got our jobs. We got chef. We got foreman. We got breaker. We got idol. Everybody has their own set of jobs and their own level of experience with those jobs. For instance, enforcer here needs bomb level 4 on Nanba. Enforcer is flat there for Adachi. So you can see the same in the opposite direction. Chef we have here, but we don't have. So.
Whereas for Ichiban, unlocking these is based on your own personality traits.
Yeah. So in order to unlock Enforcer here, we need 7 confidence.
You are not confident enough to be a Devil Rocker.
No. 8 for that one.
It takes a lot
we gotta believe
to walk around in the face paint.
We also have 1 rank in Foreman for,
overworld reasons.
We're here right now.
Yeah. Hey, fellas.
Need you to know I just tried to do a Night Rain sprint there. That was the... I
was wondering why we were looking.
Uh-huh. Like, I do this when we're playing Night Rain, where every time I go to open the first chest we run into, I jump because I try to open it with A, and then this just keeps happening. Well,
this is how video games work.
Want this though. Right. So this is the edge of the world, and this
is an important shopkeep.
Yeah.
Let's cash for it.
Let's carry 1 gold key. We could go and like just choose one, but I figure it'll just be.
You'll find.
It'll be Providence.
Yeah.
All right. We can head back up. We're gonna head back here again at some point for more drink links. Where we. Where can we see that? Not here. Check bomb?
Press A on yeah.
Okay, it's gonna be a little while, but
we just did.
Yeah. Yeah, because we just did all these. Oh, and we get the little...
I think they give you a write-up.
Yeah. So... Alright. We have a lot of things just sort of around in the world to look for and do, especially on our part-time hero stuff. We're still keeping an eye out for Kappa statues and cats.
Yep. I think we're on the hunt for someone's girlfriend who ran off.
Yeah.
We don't have any pocket tissues for that guy.
We don't have any sub-stories other than the persimmon that are up and running, so it honestly might just be time to head off to a warehouse.
Yeah. Yeah, we've done a fair few sub stories this chapter.
Yeah.
Like,
Apple.
Nancy was this chapter.
Oh my god, Nancy was this chapter. Yeah, we also just have a lot more reason to be looking around for goodies and such as we go around. Now that we have the part-time hero stuff being open is pretty big for that.
Yeah.
Nancy is very important.
Nancy is important enough that she gets to be in the next video game.
Yeah, I know Nancy. I've talked about like my experience with this game and how there was a conversation I was having with you a couple days ago about like where I've not played 7 like this game at all, but I've watched you play nearly every other Yakuza title.
Yep.
And nearly every other Yakuza title effectively means every Yakuza title that is not this game. Which includes, Infinite Wealth, and also includes Pirate Yakuza and Mana Race's Name, bits like that.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of surrounding context on the game.
Yeah.
As well as, like, a lot of things with characters from, 8.
Yeah, you know where some of these characters will be.
Yeah, I know
but not
where,
how we get there.
I know where, what our future holds for Ichiban and Psycho and Nanba and Adachi and even some people we haven't met that I have to assume we will meet at some point.
Probably.
Probably.
Wow.
But also Nancy.
Yeah. Shoutouts to Nancy. Nancy is gay. This is canon. That's not a joke.
That is truth.
Like, I can say it and it's true. Because I'm the one who gets to decide these things, and also it's pride. But also, I don't have to decide it. RGG decided it. That's textual.
It's true and it's true.
Yeah. It's true and it's textual.
Yeah. So. Alright. Let's, let me adjust, I have to adjust the thing that quick. Alright. But yeah, so there's a number of things that, like that, where I see Nancy and I'm very happy because I know Nancy. In the future.
Move it. All right, boys, warm up.
Nope, it's warehouse time.
Yep. So we're loading freight.
Oh wow.
This is Mabuchi pulling in ingredients for restaurants mostly.
Yeah.
And we have been led to be suspicious of the quality of such.
Yeah, they are high quality, low it's the triangle of choose 2 and we're getting all 3 somehow.
Yeah.
You unload it and sort by destination.
But he's the only game in town.
Yes.
So
you get a visit from me. You, lady.
Yes?
Can you read and write?
I can.
Add and subtract?
Yes, sir.
Good. You're on office duty.
Thank you, sir.
Somebody's gotta have you gotta have books. It doesn't matter what your operation is, you need the books.
Yep.
It's how a lot of operations,
I don't care how much fraud you're doing. You've gotta have something written down.
Adachi. That crate is huge. Adachi. Oh my god. Yeah.
You know, there is one in the lift.
Yeah.
This is nothing. Well, don't go so hard you run out of gas like Nama did.
Yeah, thinking about, the Al Capone, get him on the books sort of thing. Because you, no matter what your organization is, you gotta have them.
I don't care how much fraud you're doing. You had better have something written down.
Why does Psycho get the desk job? I can do math too.
Just no. Yeah, it's true. You got to be organized if you got an organization. I love, like, you know, we have the other group there. It's like two people moving a box real, and then like Adachi with the worst lifting posture just picks it up like it's a balloon.
What the hell? They're shark fins. The expensive kind? Or the crappy ones? How would I know? This is dried abalone. That's expensive. Never had it myself.
We can't all three be doing this right
Yeah, I just say somebody's gonna see us.
What the heck? This is just paper.
Oh,
Do they use paper in Chinese food?
that's
In the food? That'd be weird.
no, that's wrapped like
Chinese cooking uses
you know,
flashy paper to
money.
steam
Uh-huh.
things, so maybe
That's
China has something
suspiciously
Do you remember?
ill size and shaped.
Do you remember?
Sorry.
I mean, I'm sure. I say this as though you obviously remember. Do you, the audience, remember one of the like mysteries that started out after we got shot, where we had a bloodied note?
So listen, after
We
the
had
freights
a
unloaded,
one-faced
sales rep
counterfeit
from Tag will
bill?
bring the
Yes.
invoice
A sales rep.
from the company that sold us the product. It'll be your job to process the invoice and get them paid.
All right. Yeah.
很高兴这次的合作十分顺利。
Here we are. This is the invoice.
Hold on. I never said I could read Chinese.
It doesn't matter. You can read the total, can't you?
Fair
the
enough.
money's in the safe. It's self-explanatory.
We have a key for these.
Yeah, this one isn't gold or
Crap.
silver.
We need iron key.
We are paid in
Oh,
cash.
我下星期会再带好东西过来的。
how are we affording things at a rate where we?
How much was
I
that
see.
again?
About 8 million.
You paid 8 million in cash?
That's how we get such good deals on products. We pay in a single lump sum, cash, in yuan. The seller gets all their money right away and avoids paperwork.
Interesting.
That's why these mainlanders are willing to sell to us at a much lower price than usual.
So this operates as, you know,
Interesting.
obviously getting things
And
under
just
the
in case it
table
crossed your mind, don't even
cheap
think of
because,
spending
you
any
know, it's
cash.
off the books.
We keep our eyes
Yep.
open in this warehouse.
Yeah.
You pull
Pa-
anything
paying off the
You'll be
books
sorry
in
you did.
local currency.
Why would
Sir,
she reveal she can
I
speak
wouldn't
Chinese? That's a
dream
bad
of
idea.
stealing.
Why would she, if she, you know, if she has any, you know, like, you don't reveal that.
I also don't,
I don't
think
know if
she
she can-
did establish that in the.
No,
she
she
established
said-
at the club that she said I have Chinese ancestry,
Yes, she claimed it.
but that never went far enough as
I can read.
prove it.
Yeah.
Say something in Chinese.
Yes. Both sides of that coin.
Hey,
All right. So, large amounts of cash, in cash, blank bills.
seriously?
Psycho's expression, they're just like, God fucking damn it.
Yep.
Yeah, the person that you know, goes through the cash. Yeah.
Yeah. Just the person who handles the safe, where you just pull out 8 million yen.
Yo,
You goobers. Cash is king. Okay, so short bit. We need to get our footing before that becomes, you know, anything more than that. All right. Oh,
Yeah.
hello. At the cinema.
Yeah.
Oh. Well.
A couple of things have changed.
Yeah. But yeah, it has been some time thinking about that bill, so.
Yep. And we, as we've established, it came in production at the time of 1 yen approximately equal to 1 cent.
Mm,
You can shortcut 8 million yen into $80,000.
yeah, as that's a fluctuating value.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's not what it is right now. That is approximately what it was in 2019 when the game released, and that is always the sort of shorthand the games reach for whenever it comes up.
mhm.
That is the textual exchange rate you function under in Infinite Well.
Yeah, it would. When you end up swapping your cash out, it's 1 to 100, or other way around. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Spin it.
Cool. Let's do it.
Me with a flat pan.
Take this!
Just bonk.
We don't have an ability for Chef that gives you like resistance to water or ice, but the drying pan would be nice to have.
It's just a corpse. Just a drunk.
It's just a skeleton.
Minor
It was.
skeletons. Hey, what up?
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah, correct. Good work, little buddy.
You're gonna get
Ooh, okay, hold on.
Take your best shot. Check this out. Suck on this.
The disc.
Oh, yeah.
I love the canonical ragdoll. The canonical in the like
Yeah.
you will always develop this sense
Let's go.
of fall backwards, knees bend forward like that. It's always beautiful.
Okay.
I got cool.
Bonk. I like our outfits.
Yeah.
They're really good.
that right
Yeah.
there. Yeah. All right, end up with a couple goodies and see if things are going at the cinema. Oh. This is not noon. We should go watch it. Ooh, well, this is not noon.
For real?
This is not noon.
Yeah.
If you recall, she had a bandage over her eye the last time we saw her.
Mm-hmm.
She fell down some stairs.
And she is.
The good news about stairs. Good news about stairs is that we can shove this guy down.
Yeah.
You bastard!
What if we don't have a fight here?
Yeah.
What if that's just it?
Huh?
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh. We have escalated
Yeah,
far.
we're stepping in here. That's yeah.
We are substantially better equipped for a knife fight than you are, bud.
Beat him down.
Menacing man.
Yeah.
You're gonna get stomped.
Have fun with this.
Maybe level 15. Let's kind of do
into the space. Good.
And so he's weak to cold damage, which you happen to have on 2 of your party members.
Yeah.
that was never going to be dangerous.
I feel the stats going up.
Drop the accessory.
Yeah. And we've learned job skill.
Look at me go.
Okay.
Slice.
Shisibi slice, hammer,
Hell
swing.
yeah.
Doggone! Got the steel chair.
You okay, Kuroi?
Kuroi-san, are you hurt? I'm so sorry. My actions put everyone in danger. I had no love for him anymore. But I kept lying to myself because I was scared of being hit again. But when I saw Kuroi-san working so hard to change his life around, I knew I had to make a change too. In the end, I'm the one who caused all this trouble.
It's not your fault, Shirakawa-san. Anyway, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. This is nothing new.
God
Forgive me.
damn.
I should have noticed sooner. Honestly, this whole experience has been rather eye-opening. I've realized I still can't do anything by myself. There's something I have to tell you, Shirakawa-san.
About what?
I've still got a lot to learn, and I'm not exactly strong enough to protect you just yet. But I'll change. My entire life, I've always given up whenever things get tough. I was so afraid of failure. But I'm not gonna give up on myself anymore. I'm gonna change. I'm going to get a proper job and become a proper man. I'll become a man worthy of you and do everything I can to make you happy. So, do you think you could wait for me until then? Sorry. I know it sounds like a lot. Unlike me, you've actually got a future ahead of you.
Yes, well, in that future, I see myself with you, Kuroi-san. In fact, I'm almost certain about it.
Huh?
I'll wait for you. So when that time comes, you think maybe we can catch a movie?
Oh, of course. I'd love to take you to the movies.
Looks like those two may just work out after all. Good luck, Kuroi.
I'm glad for those two inspiring each other to, you know.
Yeah.
Ah,
Helping.
help. But our job there is done. Except, let's go check the... I think we watched one with Nanda before.
We watched Die Hard Home Alone with Namba.
Yeah. Yeah, because we watched RoboCook.
RoboCook Alone, Office Alone with Namba.
Yep.
I forgot that name. Do you have 2,000 yet?
Yeah, we got
Won,
5,000
like 3 fights.
we got 5,000 off that last fight.
Okay, cool. That's sick, because I know before we started
we
picking
didn't.
fights,
We
we
didn't.
spent our bottom dollar.
Yeah, we didn't. All right.
Sultry adultery. 3. 3 of them.
The third. It's actually the 4th movie in the series.
Yeah.
Goes 1, 2, 0, 4.
Sultry adultery 2, hyperkeep.
All right, it's time.
I'm sleepy all of a sudden.
Welcome, Ram Ram.
Oh god, okay. I gotta remember how this works.
Sultry Adultery 2 was split into 2 films. That it did.
Oh, okay. Ah,
As was the style of the time.
got him. That was me doing a
Full
full 360. Yeah, that was.
Yep.
That was absolutely get ready for the SPD. Like what?
I love so much that they.
Oh no!
You've struck the alarm cock. I love that they've recognized that these models are perfect, and so they just every time they do a new mechanic where we just have pile of moves of just rated NPCs from across the series, they make sure these are here.
All right.
Get them in the arena in Gaiden, you get them in your crew on Pirate Time.
Yeah.
Fall asleep for once.
In Latin.
It's only one long, sexy school day.
Shit, movies make me so sleepy.
The thing about this movie is that it's also 3 hours 15 minutes. Like, you know, the runtime of this one.
Yeah. We invented intermissions for a reason. We've forgotten them.
Mm-hmm. It's technology we've had for the longest time. It's perfect.
Yeah. It doesn't even need to be, like, intrusive.
You know, I'm thinking
about
RRR. Yeah.
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 Uh-huh. Just, like, the best possible positioning in the world.
Yep. Oh. Okay.
Made of gold.
No. I love the wiggle.
It's so they're casting sleep.
Yeah.
This is what casting spells looks like.
That was awesome. Oh, it's just getting good.
Yeah, RR has a couple points where it has the.
It's important that her the title name is married teacher the entire time.
Mhm.
It makes the movie what it is.
That was awesome.
Alright, I bought one of them, the Rim Rams.
Ram is also just the perfect name for that model.
Yeah.
Thanks for taking me, but
I don't know, it was like a 6 out of 10. Sorry, the movie sucked.
that was interesting.
Yeah, so every party member has movies they like and dislike,
Yeah.
and that determines how much bond you get for it.
Man, my back is killing me.
There is a safe in here if you want it.
You know? We are in a place with one of these.
It's like the easiest one to forget about. It doesn't appear
Should I open it?
on the map if you're outside.
Wait.
Health ring. Oh, it. Okay.
Well,
Well,
10,000 yen.
that's how treasure it is sometimes.
We're on the FF12 system.
Alright.
Oh, Wadachi's gotta be into Shark Vacation, right?
I sure hope that immature college students take a dip in shark infested water, the blood will spill. The shark looks pretty fake, though. Alright.
Wadachi's gotta be into Shark Vacation.
34th prayer ring. Seriously, though, if you haven't seen RRR, very good.
It's an excellent film.
I do enjoy that the way we're doing this also is just we just need a VA for like a half dozen lines.
Yeah. Shark alarm.
Black flag. 1, 2, 3, 69.
God, I've forgotten about that.
That's the climax of
part
the
of-
film. I know, but
I know.
there's like a half dozen more important things to me in that movie. Like the fact that we have Meggy Dolan and Megalodon and like we have like 5 different ways we pronounce.
Yeah. I always come back to the line read on Shark Alarm that is
Shark Alarm.
scolding a dog.
Oh, dang it.
Shark Alarm. The dog that's eating plastic, you know?
Yeah. But yeah. Alright. One of my favorite bits is when we're on the ship at the end, and our scientist pulls up. We pull up to the ship, and the scientist looks at us.
Yeah,
First
let's
thing
knock it
she
off
says,
there.
seeing us, is, "Technological progress requires sacrifice." Before anything, like, you're like, "Oh, it's you." No, like that's the first line, and it's like so
Yeah.
forceful. It's like, okay, all right.
やっべえ、たかしと優子が食われちまった。ここはクラブで鍛えた俺のダンスで切り抜けるぜ。
Oh,
Shit, movies make me so sleepy.
all right, let's
To,
try.
to title the movie we were just talking about, High Alarm Mouth Mallorca, right?
Yeah, yes. Shark Attack, Alf Mallorca.
Just to provide an answer for the person on the VOD.
Who's like,
in
wait, what?
7 months.
No. We're gonna jump it here now, right here. Oh, okay, we got Rushman. Never mind. Uh-huh.
Nailed it.
No, they got me on an empty input.
Went for the half circle.
Yeah.
Nobody home. In this behemoth typhoon.
That was awesome.
Trying to recognize a behemoth typhoon is hilarious. Just like, where's it coming from?
Oh, it's just getting good.
All right, dude.
Overhead, low, cross ups.
The choice is
なんとか
yours.
サメから逃げ切れたぜ。でもみんなと楽しいひと夏を過ごすはずが、とんでもないことになっちゃったな。ってあれ。おかしいな。前からなんか見覚えある背びれが。
Huh?
That was
I
awesome.
hope whoever did those line reads had a good time.
Both of these films, again, you can do a lot with just 6 lines and a movie poster.
Yeah.
Not bad, I guess. Totally.
Thanks for thinking of me.
Well, it's done.
It's the difference between 5 and 10, so it really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Given that you get like 3 for doing a fight.
Yeah, well, we've done 2. We'll come back later.
What's in the vending machine? Do we have all the drinks in here?
Yep.
Okay. Get a cookie.
Hey!
Nailed it. -5.
What an important...
Can receive grandma cookie. The prize for coming down here.
Grandma's cookie. Like, again, even if it's just a health ring, now we have that one off the table, so we don't forget about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because there are not very many gold safes out in the overworld.
Yeah, there are, I think, 2 or 3 that we have marked. Oh, this one here.
There's one in the building with the
Yeah, this,
with the professor, and then there's the one in the northeast.
yeah.
So we've got 3.
Yeah, because there's this one way up here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta open up every chest, and you gotta get the single arrow and validate the run.
Yep.
Alright.
Shit! I thought this fucking lube was shampoo.
Yeah, refreshing.
Jesus Christ.
God.
Crap.
Oh.
You're already out of the bath? Sorry.
Kasuga, relax.
Just-
I know what a naked man looks like.
Just like,
Cool.
don't give a shit.
Where's Adachi-san and Namba?
I'm probably still washing up. Anyway, I was looking into today's price list. Those ingredients that came in were purchased at some pretty hefty prices. Like what you'd expect for high-class stuff.
Must be primo then.
Okay, so we were
They aren't lying
paying.
to the restaurants about the quality.
Nope. I mean, I'm sure they get a small discount for paying in cash, but they're doing everything above board, far as I can tell.
Damn.
Okay.
The
So,
only weird thing is how much they're reselling the ingredients for.
What's weird?
Like, take the shark fins. They buy 100 grams for 10,000 yen. How much would you sell them to a restaurant for?
20? Yeah.
To make a decent profit on
Double it.
them. 20,000?
Well, the Yokohama Trading Company sells them for just 10,000.
What? Wait, they buy it for 10,000 yen, then sell it for 10,000 yen?
so that,
Doesn't make any sense. How are they turning a profit?
that sure puts the thumb on the scale for,
Volunteer work or something, I don't get it.
counterfeit
How are they even
laundering.
Staying open?
Yeah.
Don't they have
Especially
to
if the money goes out of, like,
Not only have they
out of
stayed
your
open,
hands,
they
maybe
have
out,
to
even
tell
out
the
of
The money
country.
goes out in
For
cash.
the
Yeah,
life of
in
me,
cash
I
to,
can't
like,
figure out how.
somebody who's doing stuff out of
I wish I
country,
could look at their
you know?
ledger and
Yeah.
not just their invoices.
What would that tell you?
I don't know, but I think I'd find signs of tax evasion.
You think?
Don't
Yeah,
you
we-
never give yourself away. This is the Yokohama Liumang, remember?
I'll be fine. But you're really that worried about me?
Of course I'm worried.
Why?
Because we're buddies.
Because we're buddies.
Look, we're best friends. It's been
It's a good
it's been
thing, ain't it?
like 2 weeks, you know.
I've never really had someone that
We're-
I could call a.
We're helping solve your boss's
Yeah.
murder.
Just kind of thought movies and manga made that
Oh my
stuff.
God,
At the very
Psycho.
least, it was something I'd
I
never
thought friends
It's
were
okay.
Well, you were
fictional.
wrong, because now you've got us on your side.
I thought Goku wasn't real. Like,
You're
yeah.
to beat Dragon Quest.
Isn't that a video game?
Well, yeah, but you know what I mean.
No. No, I don't.
I can live with weird. It's true
He's-
anyway.
Well, thank you.
Friends were invented by big
I'm
friends.
being
That's
one of
true.
your
What's up? Someone dying here?
Huh? Oh, we were just.
Well, hey, seeing as we've got a long, hard road ahead of us,
Thank you, big
let's
friend.
knock back some drinks.
Thanks, big friend.
Sure. On whose tab?
Well, there's the pay bonuses the boss left us.
Come on, man. We gotta save those for a rainy day.
Oh, I'd be so
I just
cheap.
I love how ride or die Ichiban
Right now.
is
Yeah,
immediately.
Yeah.
You're full of shit. I say we don't do it.
Adachi-san turns a bit feral when it comes to alcohol.
Yeah, if you spent 10,000 fake money to buy this, you spent 0, but it also lets you get it out of circulation so you're not holding fake money.
It's true.
Super beer.
Not that someone did die here last week.
Super beer.
It's true.
Oh my God.
He's dead.
Yeah,
The place is closed.
excuse me.
This isn't a business anymore.
What the hell?
Can you fuck off, maybe?
This is already shit.
No.
What are you doing? What are you accomplishing here?
Friends, look at this filthy, evil den of iniquity. Yes, it's an ugly little soapland. Just the other day, our tireless efforts led to the shuttering of this foul place.
Okay, you're taking a victory.
Yeah, you're,
This is our victory. The first bricks of the gray
we're,
zone
we're,
suffocating this
we're
city
dancing on a
have
grave.
fallen away. But we must not be complacent.
in a very literal, actual fashion.
Yeah.
Hey, we're in mourning right now. It's really not a good time.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize there was still vermin lurking around here.
Don't you have any respect for people in grief?
Don't you have any respect for the law? The shop is closed. This building should be vacant.
Right! You heard him. Get out of town, you riffraff.
I'm sorry.
Keep your protest to shouting. You lay hands on us, there'll be hell to pay.
Just like.
Hey, did you all see that?
A reminder that Ichiban was a career criminal for
Yeah.
a while.
Use violence to crush the voices of the
In,
people.
in addition to being being a Dragon Quest protagonist, you know.
Hurry! Let's close up before they start in on us, too!
Where's the Seiryu clan when you need them? What are we paying them protection
No.
for? Get the friggin' heck out of here!
People like you are ruining society! You're all criminals! You're enemies of good people!
Get out of our town and don't ever come back. I'm just grateful the owner of this shop finally realized what he truly was. A filth-spreading vector of disease. He did the noble thing by taking his own life.
What did you just say?
What a bastard!
Wow.
His name? No, Mia. Just looking at him made me want to vomit. I really can't bring myself to be sorry that he's gone. When I think about that man dangling at the end of a rope. I feel the same way I do when I finish.
Like,
my
this is
steak.
bait, but also,
Uh-huh.
what a bastard!
Yep.
Who do you think you are?
Get the fuck out of here!
Mexico!
That won't work, Sachan.
Why not?
Yeah.
Too late now, you little tart! You assaulted me! You all saw it! Someone call the police!
Slapping a guy like him never does much.
What?
For this kind of fucker, you gotta hit him like this!
Our leader's down! Let's get in there!
Weird.
Seriously? You brought bats?
Yeah, for a quick ball game.
Ball game during the protest?
They were ready to incite violence all along.
A
We're good to
reminder
go.
of Ichiban's temper. Like,
You saw it! They attacked us first!
had a pretty good bit of
Come on!
not biting the bait.
This is our
Right, especially with the like just kind of holding that really junk punch. It's like, come the hell on. Like, you.
Okay. I got this. Get alive. Have fun with this.
Like,
You're in it now. Yeah.
a lot of ink has been spilled on the concept of fighting words.
Get serious.
Okay. Oh, well, that one's.
Here we go.
Acceptable.
Yeah. Then we got. Okay.
Fight.
Sure.
Try this on the side. You're gonna get stoned.
Unfazed.
I'm up!
You're gonna be in a world of hurt.
Let's go!
We're in it now. Wanna fight?
I'm not that bad.
Watch this!
I love the second bonk on that one.
Take your best shot!
Right.
The pose with the whisks is so important.
Let's go!
I'm gonna bleed
Alright, keep rolling.
Okay.
Alright, get him with the chair.
Have fun with this.
The low profile on all these moves.
Check this out, fight.
Here we go.
I'm up.
Crunch.
Many people are weak to hammers.
It's true.
Next time. Nice. Nice.
Alright, ranks for everybody.
Moving up in the world.
Someone call the police! Tell them we're being attacked by thugs!
Fuck off.
Everybody just watching this play out, just like, nah. Maybe fuck off.
This isn't over! Go away! The memory of today will only strengthen our resolve! Go away! We're done playing around!
Serves you right! Don't come back!
This is our town!
Good job, everyone! So inspiring to see you fight evil!
Yeah, remember this day.
Happy Friday, Ichiban.
Happy Friday,
They got what was coming to them.
Couldn't let him talk shit about the recently departed like that.
But I'm the one who got us into a scuffle. Sorry, I should have stayed calm.
Nah, don't worry about it. Now we know what they're really about.
They showed up with a bunch of baseball bats. They were looking for a fight.
They also did take the first switch.
Yes, they did.
Like, Ichiban completely no-sold it.
But
there was a punch there.
After all this time, we got to actually do something! Yeah, I wish those useless bums in the
Mess with one of us, you mess with all of us.
Oh, come on, they ain't that bad.
Yes, they are. We can't rely on them. I've realized something. No one's gonna protect us but us. The Yakuza aren't gonna help.
I agree. These dudes are way more reliable than that dumb Seiryu clan.
Yeah.
We should be cleaning up with you, not them.
You should teach them another
way
lesson.
safer with you around.
Ichiban's
Face.
face like, what? Oh.
Oh no. You hate to have someone walk up to the door and ask for a name in this particular context.
Is it closed today? Nonomiya-san! It's me, Eri Kamataki!
Can I help you? Are you here for an interview or something?
What? Oh, no. I'm not here for an interview. And you are?
Oh, I'm Kasuga. I guess you could say I used to work here.
Really? You worked here? Oh, well, anyway. Is Nonomiya-san in right now? I'm supposed to meet with him today.
You see, well, it's a little complicated. You know...
No, what?
Well...
You don't know.
Nonomiya-san, he
You
died.
can't have known. You wouldn't be asking at the door.
Yeah.
He's... I don't... He can't be here. That's not...
Hey! Oh shit! I think we're losing her!
Hey! You alright?
Are you feeling better?
I'm so sorry. That was so embarrassing. I've been trying to get a hold of Nonomiya-san by phone for the longest time, but I never would have guessed he'd passed away.
Yeah, sorry to have freaked you out. By the way, what's your name?
I'm Eri. I'm president of Ichiban Confections.
Well, damn. Man, you're a president at your age? That's incredible.
Ichiban Confections? Nice! My name's Ichiban too, actually. Ichiban Kasuga. Great minds think alike.
What a coincidence. I'm sure I don't need to tell you this, but it also means the best.
Yeah.
Which is why my grandfather
Number
chose
one.
it.
Number one.
He wanted his senbei to be the best in Yokohama.
Ah, senbei. Man, I love a good rice cracker. Anyway, how do you know Nonomiya-san?
Well, Nonomiya-san was supposed to step in and take over the company. I came by today to discuss things with him.
What? Nonomiya-san? President of a legitimate business?
I mean, he was a savvy businessman, regardless of what he was selling.
Oh, right. So, Ichiban Confections only sells snacks, right? Nothing, else?
Correct. My grandfather started it back in the day, selling his prized senbei. But after he passed away, my father took over and expanded the business to other confectionaries and restaurants. We actually got to be kind of big, and we even gained a bit of a reputation in Ijincho. Until
Until?
3 years ago, when my father succumbed to an illness. My mother passed away when I was a little girl, so we didn't really have anyone we could turn to keep the business afloat. I was still a student back then, but I quit school to come back home. I wasn't about to let the dream my father and grandfather worked so hard to make a reality go to waste. I worked day in, day out to learn the business, but I guess it still wasn't enough. I'm a complete amateur, so managing everything was really difficult. And to make things worse, I got tricked into what I thought would be a good deal for us. Now most of our stores and businesses belong to a bunch of crooks.
That's messed up.
The only thing left is the senbei shop. My father and grandfather would be so ashamed of me. And with the loan I was still paying, staying in charge of the business would have only made things worse. Although I hated the thought, I'd considered closing Ichiban Confections for good. But that's when Nonomiya-san showed up and offered a helping hand. He used to be a regular of the senbei shop. And not only that, but he treated me like a daughter ever since I was a baby. When he heard about how the business was in trouble, he immediately stepped in to help. He paid off my loan in full, and even offered to help run the business, so that my grandpa's senbei could live on.
Oh, crazy. There's Nonomiya being a cool guy on the down low again. He deserved more respect than he got.
Yeah. I thought maybe this was gonna be another one of those exploiter and, you know, force her to work in his soapland situations.
I never saw him interact with his other businesses, but he was always very kind to me.
Well, I can see the guy being a regular, but stepping in to become president? Maybe he just wanted some extra cash.
It's possible, but Nonomiya had dreams of his own, you know.
He did?
Yeah. He wanted to go legitimate. That was his dream for a long time. I had to listen to him talk about it every time he had a few too many. He said he wanted to start up his own business. Create a sort of safety net for Ijincho.
What?
Like, the dude sucked, but the dude was also real.
One way or another, Ijincho has become a place for people who have nowhere else to go. So if the floor falls out from beneath a city like this, what would they have left? So, he always talked about how he wanted to create a safety net, one big enough to catch these people from falling away. Apparently, he had the same intentions for Orohime Land as well.
Well, maybe he wasn't so bad after all.
Yes, well, he also pushed his employees too hard, and he had his fingers in a lot of shit.
Yeah,
Like, again,
so
huge
great.
asshole.
you could never tell
Yeah.
if he was being
What?
honest or
It's
not.
almost as though gray zones are a theme of our game.
Back though, this place was the only one that took us
Almost.
in when we had nowhere
Weird.
else to go. No, Mia-san was telling the truth, if you ask me.
I think so too. I always believed in him. After all, he volunteered to take on his struggling senbei shop. I mean, there's plenty of other ways to make money in this town. Anyway, I should get going. I'm so sorry to trouble all of you.
Wait, what about your business?
I think Nonomiya-san dying is maybe the final nail.
What?
There's only so much someone like me can do in this position. If I can't find someone more competent to run things, I'll have no choice but to close up shop. Besides, this business will fizzle out sooner or later if I'm left in charge. I should take the hint. I had no place here anyway.
Hey now, is that what you really want? This place is important to you, isn't it? You'd really call it quits after everything your dad and Gramps did for it?
Well, that's not what I want at all. I loved my dad and my grandpa. And I know they poured their hearts into the shop. So it's heartbreaking to close the doors. It really is. But Nonomiya-san's gone. And most of my employees left. They knew we were in the red. I don't have anyone else I can count on. No strategy. I'm completely alone. I suppose I'm just
No one to
breathing
turn
life
to,
in.
huh?
It was my own fault for trusting those con artists. What was I thinking? I'm so mad at myself.
Do I have excellent news for you?
Mary-chan.
You've found the correct place.
All right.
Yeah.
I got you.
Huh?
Oh no.
Nothing. Just
You
like,
don't have to worry.
hell.
Just leave all this company stuff to me and the gang.
Really?
But Are you sure?
None of us have
Yeah,
any
You-
experience with
we-
this.
meeting here like this is too much of a
You know, we just spent our last $30 on drinks, right? Like,
That's gotta be fate, right, guys?
yeah.
What are you talking about? You don't know the first thing
Yeah.
about running a business.
Come on, we can't just leave it like this, can we? You just leave
I
her
mean,
hanging?
like,
Plus, what about Nonomiya-san's
can it
claim
get
to become the
worse?
safety net?
Yeah.
This can be our way to carry on this torch.
But don't get me wrong, I'm all for it too. But this is actual.
Like, you know, we're like,
I know, but we owe Nonomiya-san our
We are a bunch of people
He was the guy who
taking odd jobs to solve crime, living in the top floor of a brothel.
And nobody's gonna pick his dreams
like
up.
we're currently,
None of us know how
we're
to do
currently in an abandoned
Think
business.
of this as paying him back.
It's paid through the month, you know? Like,
Paying him back, huh?
Figures you'd say that. Well, we all know there's.
yeah, done yet. Well,
So give it all you got, Ichiban. We'll be rooting for you.
Thanks. Wait, you're gonna help too, aren't you?
Good luck, Ichiban. If anyone can pick up a failing business and use it to save the city, it's you.
right?
Believe in you, Ichan.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
what about you
Yeah.
guys?
Kasuga-san. Are you really sure about this?
Huh? Well, yeah. I don't go back on my word. I'll be your president, prime minister, whatever you need.
I know how businesses work.
I mean that from the bottom of my heart, Kasuga-san.
The Prime Minister of
Looking
Ichiban Conventions.
Necessary, John.
Ichiban.
Likewise. Okay then. If it's all right with you, why don't I show you around the company?
Sure. You got this, Mr. President.
Hail to the chief.
President Kasuga.
Come on, guys.
Well, this is it. floor, which is our little senbei shop.
Hmm.
Yeah, see, you saw this marked on the map.
Have you always been here?
The shop has, but the company itself was headquartered in a much bigger building with a lot more employees before it was taken over. But in the end, the business took a turn for the worse, and we ended up back here. The office is on the 2nd floor. Please, follow me.
Right behind you. Oh, so this is the office.
You'll have to excuse the mess we've got going right now.
Hey, Eri-chan, welcome back. Is this the guy you were texting me about?
Yes.
Grandma.
Kasuga-san will be helping with the company in the place of Nonomiya-san. Kasuga-san, this is my grandmother. She's the only family I have left. She helps out with the shop downstairs on days when she feels well enough.
I'm Tome Kamataki. Nice to meet you.
Tome-san, huh? I'm Ichiban Kasuga. Nice to meet you too.
Older gentleman. Unique hairdo. Thick build, toned muscles. Quite a boyfriend you've got yourself, Eri-chan.
He dresses like a thug.
Not my boyfriend. Were you even listening?
Oh.
Honestly, sorry about that, Kasuga-san.
It's cool.
Oh!
Chimkin.
Rock. Uh-huh.
A lot.
Uh-huh.
Whoa. Why is there a chicken here?
That's Omelet.
Yeah.
Our company pet.
That's
my
I
Omelet.
guess she's more like the company mascot. She's a good girl, though. You won't have to worry about
company
anything.
manager.
In fact, the company
Vice
uses
president
her
of
eggs.
Oh.
chicken.
Right on. Nice to meet you, Omelet.
Okay.
I
Perhaps
love-
This would be a good time to go over the basics.
I
of
love
English.
that
This is gonna
we
be
started
quite
with.
a tutorial, so
Oh my
just
God.
let me know when you have the time.
Oh, okay. this is gonna be look, we have a whole mini
Are you ready for money making game?
like look, this is gonna be a whole system. This is a whole like other games, it's like a mini game inside the game. Here we got like, you know, game. Anyway, I adore the like, you know, Eri walks in and talks about her family's failing senbei shop and all the history about it, and we talk about Nonomiya and how the dude was an ass, but he really had the community in his heart and wanted to do all these good things, and it's this very somber, serious thing talking about him. Yeah, all right, let's take over chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's perfect. But yeah,
So,
money making.
Omelet here is riffing off of the chicken from Zero and also Fist of the North Star, Nugget.
That's the bowling one, right?
Yeah, you find a poster telling you that if you get 3 strikes in a row, you'll get a turkey. And then instead of a turkey dinner, they're like, "Well, I've got this chicken. Here's this chicken."
Mm.
In Ishin, the chicken is karage.
Oh, right, we have that in Ishin too. Oh my god.
We have a lot of chickens,
Yeah.
and they're all named like this.
Mm-hmm. So. So yeah, we've had this sitting on the board.
Yep.
It's been its own thing.
I think that for the plot, you might have to do tutorial for this.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll go ahead and do that. But yeah, omelet.
Nugget, omelet, karage.
All right.
I'm ready to start your training whenever you are. What do you think?
All right. It's time.
Are you prepared?
All right then.
To make some
Here we
money.
go.
money-making game with Omelet and Airy.
Omelet and Airy and Grandma.
Yep. All right.
This is a business management simulation.
So the first thing that comes to mind with this is, like, we haven't seen the way that this is going to play out, but the specifics of business management simulator inside of this makes me think of Romancing Saga 3. Within Romancing Saga 3, you have capitalism minigame, which has you building your company against other companies, and you have piles of gold on scales, and you're doing backroom deals and nonsense, which leads up to you trying to overtake Satan Corp. Beat the devil in capitalism.
Yeah.
Alright. Want to become the best company in Yokohama? Number one spot in share, rank, price. Management and play out 2 phases. Day-to-day business, shareholder meetings. Costco run the business 4 times. Okay, so 4 days, and then you get a shareholder meeting at the end of day, effectively.
Yeah.
In keeping with good business practices, you can't use the company funds as your personal piggy bank, nor can you use personal funds to fund the company.
Never the two shall meet.
This is separate. The alternate timeline where Ichiban grew up playing Saga games instead of Dragon Quest titles.
I mean, yeah, in Zero, your business was buying real estate. You were not running an individual company.
Alright.
That makes sense.
Rank 150, we got some starting cash. Alright. So, we're gonna go super in the red if we open up for the day, but we got property costs. That's our combined bit on business. We got property costs, employee costs, and profits we'll be making, which is to say none.
We got a job to do.
So, minus 3.
That's our costs.
Yep.
I love little pixel Ichiban.
Yeah. Ding.
You can press right trigger for fast.
Traffic cause delays. Alright.
Here's how the business did. These results are kind of underwhelming.
We have in fact come out about 30 grand worse than we were expecting.
Yeah.
We're kind of bleeding money here.
And we have our morale of employees, and we have level of employees.
They're tanking.
Oh no, the share price!
We'll just have to make up for it.
Happy Pride?
Our rankings dropped.
This is our corporate pride sponsor for the month. Is Ichiban Confections. Thank you, Ichiban Confections.
That's right. It's Rainbow Capitalism.
And that's about all there is to managing a business. So?
All right, we're 30.
Not so bad. Yo, wait up. You're acting like this is back, but we're flat broke. Broke as hell.
You didn't have to put it like that.
Right now, all we have on staff is a bunch of deadbeats. And don't even get me started on the furniture and equipment. Of course we're in the red.
So what can we do?
We'll have to invest. We need to advertise, hire competent staff, get new equipment, maybe some new furniture while we're at it.
And we're gonna pay for all that how?
Well, that's
good question.
where the third category comes in.
What the hell do we do?
That's where you come in.
Seriously? kind of mess did I get myself into? Alright, well, first off, let's think about how we'll get the money to cover the infrastructure and new hires.
I don't know if anyone would be willing to invest in us. I suppose we'll have to take out another loan? And after Nonomiya-san just repaid the last one, too.
Would you know anybody? Someone with money? Or a rich friend? Or maybe someone from your childhood who grew up to be an oil baron?
Look, I'm unemployed and ex-Yakuza. Why would I have... Wade.
You know.
Wade.
What is it?
No, he wouldn't. Would he?
Wait.
That's where I'm at.
Do you remember from
our buddy
20...
Nick Ogata?
Do you remember from 18 years ago?
Financing, I think it's called.
This was.
Oh, this was our first dude we met. Yeah. Sorry, we met Nick on the other side of that. We met Nick.
Yeah.
We met Nick like first thing out of.
We met Nick right before Adachi lost his job.
Yeah.
You okay there, Nick?
Nick. So, I'd forgotten about Nick because it's been so long.
It's been like 2 months.
Downright emotional. Consider it done.
We get the triumphant sub-story piano.
Really? Man, thanks, Nick.
That said, I'm no novice when it comes to management. I can't just throw money at you like it's nothing. If you want the funds, you have to meet my 3 conditions.
All right, Nick. Yeah, Nick taught us how to use the phone.
Indeed. If you can agree to them, consider the investment yours.
Dude, look how big that thing is.
Okay,
Chomp.
yeah, man.
In the background.
So, what are these conditions?
Chomp, chomp, chomp.
First condition, the company must never be in the red. I don't ever want to see a minus next to company funds. And that includes the starting capital I'm about to give you. If I do, I'll have arrangements made to counter this on my end. This is by no means free money, and I am not a charity. Sound good so far?
All right.
Yeah, that's fine.
Very well. Second condition. I want the company's share price ranking to be within Yokohama's top 100 by the specified deadline.
Share what now?
Ranking. It's what measures a company's value. If the share price goes up, so does the ranking. And I want your company to be in the top 100. Knowing
We're
you
152 right now.
It will be a piece of cake. So the deadline is simply there to keep you motivated. I'll contact you later regarding the deadline. Condition 2 suit you fine?
Yeah. Well, what's condition 3?
The last condition. And you can take all the time you need with this one. I want you to become the #1 company.
Best of the best, huh?
I want that little confectionery of yours to be the crown jewel of Yokohama. In other words, get out there and get to the top. I'm not willing to invest my money into anyone who can't fulfill these conditions.
Nick is so ridiculous.
What'll it be?
Yeah.
You got yourself a deal. I don't fully understand it, but I'm gonna do my best. I'll see to it that Ichiban Confections becomes the biggest company in Yokohama.
Then we're on the same page. Okay. With that, I'll go get the first portion of the investment ready for you. You're free to use the money for whatever you like, be that improving infrastructure or personnel logistics and training.
Awesome. Thanks a bunch, Nick.
No need to thank me. I'm expecting some kind of return once your company is good and stable. Looking forward to the results. Well, adios.
Just look at all this money! Wow, boyfriend, you actually did it! I'd be all over you if I was younger.
Gee, thanks, lady. I'll take that as a compliment.
This is amazing! Thank you, Kasuga-san!
Save your thanks for Nick Ogata. Besides, it's not like this came with no strings attached. There are conditions.
No dropping into the red, be in the top 100 share price ranking by the specified deadline, and ultimately take the top rank in share price. These are his conditions?
Yeah, and I'm not about to disappoint the man. I made a promise to fulfill them.
Top 100? That's gonna be tough. So we'll have to make sure we do our very best.
Well, let's start by using this money to get this company back on its feet again. Kasuga-san, just let me know when you're ready to begin.
You got it.
All right. So
5 mil.
Interesting. So folks are talking about Akiyama in the chat. And
I didn't know that his model was in the files for this. That would have been a fine one, yeah.
Yeah. Like if there's somebody who's going to you know,
like we've got the whole Aries' whole write-up about fulfilling her father and grandfather's dream.
Yep.
She is saying the special secret word the whole time.
That is the word. You've said it.
Five
experience. Okay. All right.
I think it's about time we put Nick-san's money to use and start
Yeah, let's do it.
Then without further ado,
All right.
Second step of tutorial.
Assign employees. Assign. Okay, so assign each of our confessions.
Yeah, so the way properties work is they've all got the like golden pins marked on the bar. You need to get employees with meters to fill those bars.
Okay.
If the bar is blue, things are good. If the bar is red, things are bad.
So you can see in our with our employees, Grandma's holding everything up here.
Yeah, our service and notability, both not good enough.
Okay. Well. Let's,
Yeah.
Omelet. Get in there. Command cost 5, charisma 70, tenacity 101. Salary pulls. Look, Omelet pulls. You know, 30,000 on
Paying Omelet $300.
Okay. We can't quite get over the line on. It's like we pull in Grandma.
I'll give it my best.
But we're still not over the line.
So, if you look at Grandma and Omelet, they've only got one bar that's valid.
Mm-hmm.
If you swap who's the leader, it's all 3 bars.
I see. Okay. So okay. So we want to like
I'll handle it, Sonny.
swap, and then we have the like. So
Yeah,
okay.
so you've now got a pair of employees who only have one relevant stat, and you've got them in the slot on the property where that relevant stat gets to count.
Right. So, for instance, with Omelet in that
If
slot,
you put Omelet in center column, everything is terrible.
Right. Because that would be like putting Omelet behind the counter.
Right.
We don't want Omelet to be behind the counter. We either want Omelet to be running the business for the day or sitting next to the cash register saying hello.
Takes a pet like no problem.
Yeah.
So, the other thing we have is we have enough properties for 3 people, and we have 5 people.
Yeah, and also we're paying large amounts comparatively.
Yeah.
Newly graduate businessman found some of our Ichiban connection tasked with handling sales despite his disdain for. Okay, this is not the place that Fuyura should be in. It's been too much time at the mahjong tables. Okay, I get it.
You can say you're good at what you do all you want. You've got to do it.
You gotta, yeah. We got to have cash spent on the business. Perhaps we can. We can look. We can give some training. We got level 2 of 5. You know.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's take a look at our property.
So, you can upgrade the property to just make any of its, give the property its own inherent bar.
Uh-huh.
And you can also invest in the property to raise all of its thresholds, because the higher the threshold is, the more volume moving through the store you're actually going to get.
Yeah. So, for instance, on this, we could go ahead and raise sales volume here. And then we can invest a bit in service.
Yep.
So this is like we have a slightly better flow for the register, or there's many ways we can. All right, well.
Yeah, so you can probably get another investment into sales volume matched. It's like we've got the cash to put another level into all 3 stats.
Might as well. We're gonna want to make this investment at some point.
Right.
And we have $5 million in the bank to start. Another one might be a little bit. We also might not be able to make the. That's close on product. I don't know that.
So you can invest in product development, and then the bar will be full when you're looking at it.
Yeah. So right now it's. Let's see where this goes here to start.
We got a job to do.
All right. So here's costs.
Substantially lower than before.
The employees are motivated.
Let's make that dent.
I'm gonna let Ichiban take this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh?
Pretty lucky.
So every time we get the green text coming from a party member here, Ichiban speeds up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
That this is related to how well you're meeting your thresholds and the employees' own level and stats.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. You guys did great out there.
Numbers are going up.
All right. Recovery on that front.
Keep it up.
Our ranking went up.
Hell yeah! We actually made a profit.
Amazing! We did it! And all thanks to Nixon's investment.
Having an investor makes all the difference, it seems. It just goes to show the importance of where you put your money.
Right. To invest in people or infrastructure. There are so many ways to do this right here and now, but we should also consider how the money can be used in the future.
Money for the future. I guess it all boils down to making the right choice at the right time. There's more to this than I thought.
I'd say we're on the right track, seeing as we made a profit this time. Ichiban Confections is finally making a comeback. Let's continue working our way into the top 100, Kasuga-san. President Kasuga.
Prime Minister Kasuga.
Chief of Staff Kasuga.
Thanks, Omelet. Thanks, Omelet.
Thanks, Omelet. Yeah, so now you're allowed to go back to the plot if you want. There is absolutely nothing stopping you from engaging with money-making game
For-
until you've made all the money in the world.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay, so then... Does that actually do that for management? No.
No, you have to... I think you'd, like... Other side of the desk, you talk to Ari?
Or he might have to leave and come back in.
We might have to leave and come back. At very least,
yeah, we have to leave.
Okay. At very least, we ought to see the end of one period, right?
Yokohama Trading Company tomorrow. Again.
Guess we should just head back and hit the hay.
Yeah, it's not healthy to stay up too late.
Who are you, the sleep police? I'll go to bed when I'm ready.
Come on, we're buddies now. So trust me, you need your beauty sleep.
Damn.
For me, does she? You ever notice how she only picks on me? Maybe that's what she does to men she's secretly attracted to.
Not a chance in hell, old boy.
Hey, how about I make dinner for everyone?
Wow, you can cook?
Like a chef. I'll just go buy some ingredients. Nanchan, come with me and carry the bags.
Nanchan? Here we go.
She sure seems happy about falling in with us.
But what?
I wonder if it's really the best thing for her, you know?
I guess it is a dangerous bridge she's crossing with us.
We are sort of messing with a whole bunch of criminal enterprises.
She ain't committed.
She did direct us into this one.
Yep.
You're right.
Okay,
Yep.
be back in 2 shakes.
I don't know that I've ever heard anyone say that without saying the whole thing.
2 shakes. Oh, just saying 2 shakes?
Yeah. a nice change of pace from how we spent our last bonuses on drinks last week.
Yep.
Okay, Sheshe. Next. Let's see. 1 million yuan. Just a minute. No, there's not enough. Excuse me, boss?
What is it?
There isn't enough money in the safe.
Huh? Oh, well, we have had a lot of shipments lately.
不好意思，小偷的现金见底了，下次一起付给你们。
喂，这个当初讲好的不一样吧？
Yeah.
That's not how that works.
Like the entirety of this deal is
没钱的话，东西我们可要收回去了。
知道了，我去银行抽钱回来。30分钟后，你们再过来。
这次可要准备好啊！
放心了，相信我。
Wait right here.
Yes, sir.
time to go to the bank.
Uh-huh.
What the heck? This is just paper.
Yeah, you can see the wrapping on that.
Yep.
In the food?
1 million yuan, approximately $14,000.
喂，钱筹好了没？
Oh, it's not here yet.
不好意思，让你们久等了。
Fresh off the...
What? Counterfeit bills?
don't know what you could possibly be talking about.
What? What do you mean counterfeit? Anyway, we've connected.
Gotta be fake.
Pretty easy connection.
Unbelievable.
The bank
Weird,
downstairs.
Where'd all that extra money come from?
He did have to go to the bank.
Why would you?
No, he went to the second floor. Never set foot outside. I saw him. And when he came back down, he was carrying the case of money.
Could be they've got a safe up there. Who knows how much would be in it?
But then why not move a sufficient amount from there to here? Why did I come up short?
There's always the explanation that someone was just lazy.
If all he needed to do was go up to another safe, he wouldn't have asked for half an hour.
Good point.
Let me get this straight. When the vendor asked for payment, there wasn't enough cash.
So then the boss got more money from somewhere in this building.
And that's where the box comes in, remember? There was a box with paper in it, next to the ones with shark fins and abalone and stuff.
Yeah. Just reams and reams of paper.
Before he paid the guy, the foreman took that paper up to the second floor.
Wait. Are you saying the paper is...
Like, expressly not reams of paper.
Yeah.
Make that shit right there.
Yeah, I would say, but we have the counterfeit.
That kind of printer?
Yeah, we have it here in the warehouse.
And all the stuff they're importing, they just buy it with their fake-ass money? I don't know. Seems like a damn foolish plan.
But it's possible. They do make all their payments up front with cash. That's really unusual in this day and age.
Like,
especially with the sales
you don't have to counterfeit all of it, right?
Yeah. That probably is the
reason why they would refuse to use a bank.
It's laundering because you're mixing it in your.
Yeah.
Me too.
Maybe it sounds believable to you two, but not to me.
Like.
But it's right there. The reason they pay in cash is to use their fake money. Can't do that with a bank.
If you're counterfeiting 10% of your payments and selling at cost, like,
yeah,
you're still doing well enough to absolutely run anyone else in town out of business.
China, where they won't be
Right,
traced
and as we said earlier, they aren't
offshore.
Offshore.
In a way, airtight. Mabuchi's a sharp guy.
Maybe his primary goal is to hide where the money comes from.
You mean money laundering?
When I was in prison, I heard some guys in my room talking. They said foreign currency is easier to fake than yen. But the problem was, you have no way of turning that fake money into yen. If you take it to the bank, they'll know it's fake right away. Maybe that's why Mabuchi is laundering the shit with a cash-only trading company.
The products are just a front for the money laundering.
It also helps to get one over on, you know, as we establish, like, this is all undercutting and getting
right. He's running out the like mainstream Chinatown.
Yep.
Proof that will really force his hand.
What if we snuck
You
up
get to
the second
pretend
floor
to be
and
a loss
took the
leader.
money printer?
Yep.
No way would it be that easy. If they have a printer up there, security on that floor will be tight as hell. And if we get caught, it won't just be a slap on the wrist.
Yeah, we're that's
we will go into the bay.
We only need to sneak out one fake bill.
If only we had one fake bill.
Psycho, you already have access to the fake money.
Yeah, but didn't I tell you about the body check they do on me when I leave? Now I see why. They're doing that to ensure I don't take any of the fakes.
Okay, but they don't check us guys. We're just unloading crates. Could you slip us a bill while we're working?
I could try.
You have to be really careful.
Of course.
Nice. Tomorrow I can say goodbye to all this
'Cause, like,
manual labor.
If you can do it just one bill, they might not even notice being
Then
shorted,
I'll make us an
you know,
exciting dinner tonight.
10
We'll all
yuan
need our
in a packet, you know.
Nanchan, we're
Right.
shopping again.
Me again? I'm beat.
No worries, I'll go.
Ichiban, you used to be a Yakuza, right?
Oh.
Your old life
Is it
was
that
a
obvious?
scary one. Was it hard on you?
I guess so. But what counts as scary is different for everyone, isn't it? And, you know, it changes over time and all that.
Yeah, I understand. I'll tell you something. The old me would have no idea what to do in this situation. But the new me? It feels like she can do anything. Or at the very least, what used to scare her just doesn't anymore.
Sounds great. But you still gotta remember what actually is dangerous and be careful.
You worry too much. Come on, let's go.
All right.
Now we're back to where we were.
Ooh. Okay. Taking a look around.
One of these days, we ought to go do a little bit of Can Quest to get that guy some pocket tissues.
Yeah. That's probably a good idea at some point. Hey, buddy. We do have an excellent squad for doing that sort of thing. It's true. Do we still have that counterfeit bill, or did we?
We do.
Okay. But obviously, there's no link from that bill onto this.
Right. The counterfeit we have is in yen.
Yes. Okay, so that actually raises way more questions.
Yeah.
Because if that
right.
That also implies, like, you know, some sort of cooperation, even if we have a larger operation. What do we got going on? Oh, hello. Look. Uh-huh.
Sorry to disturb you during your recovery, Hanayama-san. Can you tell us what happened out there?
Hanayama-san, have you had any further contact with Anzai-san since the incident?
No, none at all. Just an apology from a representative.
Anzai-san insists the play was entirely his doing.
He performed a dangerous slide despite the fact that he was in the clear already. How did you see things, Hanayama-san?
That's not far off, but I don't believe he made that call on his own.
We understand that Anzai-san is an old friend of yours. What sort of player was he back then?
Thinking about baseball
playing as
now.
number 4 next season's
It's baseball time.
What are your thoughts on that?
There are even rumors Anzai-san will be leaving the Yokohama Shark Stars.
Please, no pushing. Hey, this shit's serious.
Yeah,
You all right,
the
man?
Ichiban having a party lets you do so much more character work so quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, aren't you gonna apologize for pushing him over?
Yeah, I didn't.
Assholes! This guy's injured, and you don't even think to say sorry?
I'm sorry.
Sheesh. You guys are hopeless.
To the corners of the earth.
Thank you.
Scatter like
to the winds.
Here, grab my shoulder.
You can see them like hiding under benches.
Thank you. Kasuga-san, was it? I'm Hanayama. Might not look it right now, but I'm actually a baseball player.
Thinking about our baseball story based
leg.
bits we've had in previous
Back up to your
titles.
friend Anzai? Being an athlete's not all it's cracked up to be, huh?
You could say that. This whole thing is really starting to make
Shoutouts to
headlines. You haven't heard?
Yakuza 5.
Yep.
Sorry. I tend to keep my distance from that stuff. From what the reporters were saying, Anzai acted on his own.
I don't think so. He's not the type to do something like that.
Pretty kind words about a guy who put you in a cast.
We were in the same baseball club from elementary all the way through high school. His accuracy's always been perfect, so no way this was an accident. But he cared about the team with all his heart. Was always a true sportsman on the field. He put the bond with his teammates above all else, even winning. I just can't believe this thing was all his idea.
Even if that were true, he's still the one who made the play, right? You saying someone ordered him to do it?
I'm thinking it was the Yokohama Shark Stars' shifty manager.
The Shark Stars.
That's Anzai's team. You know.
The manager? Why do you
But
say
I love
that?
the Shark Stars.
I can't believe the Shark
Shark
Stars.
Stars have been locked in second place. That's not going to change anytime soon. Hell, people were saying the new manager would have to retire before the ink on his contract dried. Unless they got a win, of course. And if they could pull off winning the last game, they probably would have won the season.
So the guy got impatient and ordered Anzai to take you out. I'm guessing there's some reason Anzai couldn't say no, right?
That's what I'm thinking. But Anzai swears he did it on his own. Speaking of which, I'm surprised you're willing to hear me out. Anzai's basically public enemy #1 right now.
Even if he is your friend, nobody'd be willing to defend someone they knew was lying.
I like you, Kasuga-san. You know what's up. It makes me think I could trust you with a favor.
A favor?
I'd like you to meet with Anzai and find out what really happened. With the shape I'm in, I can't exactly hop across town.
Meet with Anzai? But if you can't even get to him, how can I?
There's a place on Hamikaze Street he hangs around in. Usually in disguise. Probably there now.
In disguise? You sure you'd want you sharing that?
I'm sharing because you did me a solid. Because you don't just believe whatever the mob believes. Rare thing. Look, I'll make it worth your while if you help me out with this.
Like I'm gonna say no after all that.
Right?
Yeah, fine. I'll go ask him for you.
Ah, thanks, Kasuga-san. Ah, here, let me give you this. His looks might have changed a bit, but this should help you find him. I'm counting on you, man.
Off to Hamikaze Street.
Suspicious man.
I love the idea that you couldn't just look up a photograph of a professional baseball player on the internet.
We would have to... I think Ichiban would be at the point where he would be able to do that. On
Like, even if Ichiban isn't... this guy didn't spend 18 years in jail.
True. He just had a photo on him.
Yeah, he had a photo on him. He had the... he had, you know, like, high school photo or whatever.
Yeah.
But, like... Guy's a professional ball player. He's got a Wikipedia page.
We have to get more cats to be able to do our if we want to rank cats. I took this one real
Can't make a tier list if you don't have the all the competitors.
Yep. #1 cat right there. All right.
That's right. This is the third best cat.
Okay, if we go back to
West side.
Management is
south of here. It's just east of the river. Sorry, it's just west of the river. My bad. It's the minigame option just above Zero Ridge.
Okay.
I got it mixed with the Papo.
Okay, so we can make a stop here.
Yeah.
And as you said, we can stop by the... Where's the one I'd want to stop by? Can get here at some point.
But what were we looking for?
One of those places we should be able. Oh, we should be able to find paper for our flat.
Oh, I don't think you can buy pocket tissues anywhere. I think you have to CanQuest for it.
Oh, okay. All right.
I believe that is the only place you can get it. Also, you can buy some senbei.
Look at them. Tree.
I love photographs of food.
Fried. All right. Ah.
Kasuga-san.
Oh shit.
It isn't, but okay.
No, it isn't. We started on day 3 and day 4.
Sure.
Oh boy, we got to do the press conference. Oh boy.
Yes.
Okay, and we need to bring some friends. Ah, okay.
Wow.
Yes.
Omelet's gonna help us out. Now we have everything.
So,
for one, we probably want to recruit another employee because we only have 3 anyway.
So we maybe don't worry about it on account of we don't have anything for a 4th employee to do.
Well, we can bring 4 in the board meeting. Was what it's
right. But then when we start the next day, we're paying them for nothing.
Oh, okay. Oh, we can train.
We can train Omelet.
We can also promote.
Can you imagine the masseuse who rolls up and sees a chicken sitting on the table?
It's got to be a pretty good party though if we reserve it for Omelet.
Yeah. Island vacation.
I'm thinking about like the morale dinners you do for the pirate crew.
Yeah.
Training for new
Yeah,
hires.
so
Oh, these are expensive. Okay.
Yes. So I think that on our like general menu.
Oh, promotion. Okay, I see what promotion does here.
Increases level cap.
Increases salary.
Also increases salary. So I think on the like this menu here, left face button has auto care.
Yeah.
Just says if anyone's morale is down, do the most efficient way to get it up. If there are problems, fix the problems.
Okay. We could like promote Grandma if we wanted to open up. Let's take a look.
So if I recall correctly, what's available here rotates. Yeah, you pay contract deposit immediately, and then salary over time.
Okay.
So you don't get away with just pull them on for the meeting and then fire them before you have a day where you actually pay them.
Yeah, okay. No one's sure what he's a master of. We also have like job next to morale, or like some sort of like specialty.
Yeah, I want to say different properties have different.
The restaurant, arcade, smoochers.
Yeah.
Okay. Shareholder meeting, check the status, company, edit which members will be participating in the shareholder meeting, approve rating, shareholders, net worth, manage employees, sales date. Bad, dismal. Okay. Oh, and we have the stats on the shareholders who are showing up.
Yeah.
Is that a weapon triangle in the?
I think so.
Money beats business, business beats people, people beat money. Something like that?
I think so.
Okay.
As with most Yakuza games that exist in the post DLC era, there is a DLC for this to offer you other named characters from the series as business employees. And they're all
Tyron, Cosmic Hyron,
yes,
yeah.
Hyron Goro Machima, Hyron Nikogata.
Yeah.
If you want to just go, I want the numbers, please. You can just have the numbers. In properties, I think you can. I don't know. I think it should be available at this point. Yeah. So.
We could fill up we could buy the second property, or.
Yeah.
Twilight Bar. Workshop. Pre-war. Oh, and it has different, slots, too.
Yep.
Also, they start at different spots. This restaurant is, has, a pretty high floor already. Whereas, the workshop has very little service notability.
Right. And when you look at those, if I recall correctly, they've got the little pips under the slot names. Like, up here we have product with 4 and notability with 1. I think that is number of total upgrades in that slot, if I'm recalling correctly.
Okay, and then we have sales volume giving us okay. Well,
yeah.
no point in doing anything with this right now.
Yeah, not right now.
Okay. God.
Consider the
Yeah, so they're still unhappy because we didn't quite make it positive, but
confirm, return, use skill. Real
time Q&A battle.
Do all you can to unleash your employees' counter arguments against shareholders' critique, keep them happy, and most importantly, quiet. Fail to please them, stock value decreases. Okay. Maybe ready to kick it, maybe kiss some corporate ass. Okay. Command power. Pick someone to answer the question. You're on a time for it. Reduce shareholder spirit to 0. Leave them fully convinced the company is in good hands.
Resulting in their defeat.
Also, once your spirit hits 0, you're just out. The meeting's over. Win condition. 50%.
Either knock out all opponents or approval rating 50% at the end. If you don't have the damage, you can just stay afloat.
And you lose on hit 0 or lose everything or end below 50 without hitting the... Okay. Or sorry. Counter.
We'll start with the financial report.
All right.
President Kasuga, if you would.
This is so silly.
Yeah.
With the music.
We'll kick things off with the financial report.
So that just directly hits us.
Okay.
Thank you. Let's move on to the Q&A. Please raise your hand if you have a question.
どうしたらここまでひどい運営が大下がりを認識したまえ反論的一理あるか
Please raise your...
Crush.
If you have any questions...
We're doing great.
Respect your elders.
We're doing fine.
Please raise...
会社の体をなしていない八方下がりを認識したまえ
Oh no.
If you have any questions, this is the time to ask.
どうしたらここまでひどい運営が無能な経営陣は去るべきです
Oh no, I don't.
どうしてなんて
We're so close.
Please raise your hand if you have a
Alright.
So you can delay answering a question to build meter,
Okay.
right? Because like problem starts when their bar fills.
Let's do a level 1 super then. Actually,
You have access to level 3.
we're very sorry. Alright.
And we're done.
shareholders meeting.
We gotta celebrate, team! Let's do the thing!
Do the thing.
Ready? Hey! Hey! Yeah! Thanks for all your hard work! Keep it up! The meeting went great!
Oh wow, okay, and you get
Shares are skyrocketing!
Big jump. These are where the good stuff is.
That's the good shit.
Our ranking went up.
yeah.
And then, as president of the company,
We get dividend payout.
yeah. So
Nice.
that never the two shall meet, except for when they do a little bit.
Except little tiny payout. It's fine.
Yeah. You have a job, you get paid.
Mm-hmm. Omelet.
Yes.
And so even after or right, not even in future meetings things start off better because
we aren't at minus.
You didn't take the mandatory failure.
Let's get down
If you talk to Omelet enough, she'll give you an egg.
And now
that DLC's gonna wake up.
Goromajima, Cosmic Kiryu. Okay. I'm sorry.
Jase?
Daigodojima. Saijima.
Yuki and Koyuki are from Zero.
Date. Nikagata. Oh, hang on. Uh-huh.
Hey, bud. I don't know who that is, dude.
Yes. That's right.
Mystery.
That's right. We have DLC from Infinite Wealth. It's weird, but you know. You know, we just have DLC from Infinite Wealth. Doing it backwards is really funny, but it works that way.
It came out like 4 years in advance.
I know, right?
If I recall, Yuki and Koyuki in Yak 2 are also making this is also true. Many characters in Zero are in other games. As if I recall correctly, that there is overlap in club staffing.
Later about certain organization. Don't worry about it. Please do not worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just don't. I'm glad that that's the description.
Yeah.
Reveal the love of cold noodles. Yeah, Zero.
Yeah, so like Zero contract deposit.
Huge.
Salary's a little stiff for where we're at right now.
Mm.
That'll stop being the case pretty quickly.
Oh. Okay. That's fun.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Charisma 650. Oh my god!
Yeah, like,
fuck me, dude.
You know, Date's got the 700 tenacity as well.
Yeah. 650 charisma.
Daigo. Sushi joint. A surprising amount of work experience and a wealth of wisdom when it comes to society. Also an experienced manager of modular construction. You know,
it's true.
I'm gonna leave these on the table for the moment.
Yeah.
Like that. That's great and all, but that's a... Once we're at the point where we're like, alright, it's time to hit the let's go button.
Yeah, like if you want to be able to take the challenge as it stands, you have the deadline to get to rank 100. And that's... I think that's when I went, okay, now I'm good.
No, that makes sense. Like, you know, you've got the...
Like, the deadline... Because once the deadline is gone, if you really wanted to, you can make 10,000 runs with the tiniest profit, and you'll get there eventually.
Right. Okay.
Do me a favor and talk to Omelet like 5 times.
Yeah. Huh? Huh? Yeah.
So if I remember right, this dialogue is on a cycle, and at one point in the cycle you receive egg. And if I'm wrong, we get chicken sounds.
Soon?
Okay.
Golden egg!
Golden common! So you'll wanna you'll wanna hold on with that.
In case somebody wants a golden egg.
Just in case.
Somebody may want a golden egg.
Yeah, you talk to Omelet 21 times and you get an egg.
God.
The type of egg is completely random. That was just extremely lucky. For the record.
Good.
Just so you're aware.
Good. Ooh.
Yeah, this is an icon you're going to see sometimes.
Yeah. So
Get on the list.
Keep an eye out. You know, we can hire. Like,
yeah.
As we talked about, the whole point of taking over and trying to build a business was to try to have a safety net for, you know.
Yeah.
Yo, 新入り。買い物か。
Huh?
I think 21 is the number of these you'll want. That's not the number that the guy outside in the bathroom right now wants, but with my power of future knowledge.
By the power of future knowledge. Let's do.
Yo, 新入り。缶拾いだな。
Oh yeah, we never
did hard.
touched our.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Alright.
Time for a can quest.
Gotta remember how this works.
Time to get paid.
And now we're on hard. Enemies are going to be pretty aggressive, and so having a boost in the pocket is quite nice.
Okay, we'll do this, and then we can.
That's money.
I was ready for that.
Nailed it. Beautiful timing.
That's money. Time to get paid.
Okay, we're on C rank, but obviously we can do more. Hey, buddy.
Every multi-tap like that's really excellent, because the more guys you hit in one boost, the more each one is worth.
Oh, Pac-Man rules.
Yeah, like those were giving you 20 for the first and 30 for the second.
Time to get paid.
We're on. We still have a minute and a half, so
Yeah.
we're not
doing fine. Wise.
Just not feeling that position.
That's money.
Oh.
Gotta fly.
Wasn't exactly the plan, but want to make sure I'm in position for this.
Time to get paid.
And we're leaving.
That's money.
Gotta have money in the bank.
Yeah, look at that.
Hey, buddy.
Out of cans, but here she is.
I feel you behind me there. Up.
Just get out.
Yep.
Made it to S. Nailed it.
I see you back there.
Always love when an enemy gets between the camera object and you.
Oh god. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. Can't keep still. Now we got the achievement for beating all the can courses. Oh, that's 1,000,000 points comparatively. Not quite at next rank there.
If you can take a look at what's in the part-time hero menu, because there are going to be a couple of things that you can pick up from here.
Yeah, that was what I was, because I was looking at I think it was the worn down TV and like these two.
Yeah, there's those two and there's bugs.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah. Bugs are expensive, and ideally you can just find them on the street.
Mm-hmm.
But you can,
and then we have,
pardon the pun, bug fix. Yep. Hold up. Give me the I Won't Forget CD again. From a legendary zombie game.
Alright, let's do one more of those. Get us over the line.
Here comes the Can Man.
In case it is not clear, the legendary zombie game is Dead Souls.
You know, everybody's favorite.
Bonk. That man here to teach you that that hitbox is active on all sides.
That's money. That's money.
Damn, got me right between that.
Yeah, their turning radius is substantially better than yours when they feel like it.
That's okay. We can do some cleanup.
Having the jets active does make you immune to explosions.
Okay, just flat on that.
Yeah, barrels will not harm you if you're boosting.
Unsafe. Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah. Beep, beep, beep. All right. We got somebody right on our back.
That's money. Time to get paid.
Oh, that. Oh.
No.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Your cans got janked.
You know, we learned. We learned something important today.
Money.
Had to do the science sometime.
30 seconds left. We gotta turn back. I thought about going up for another loop, but not on that time scale. Even with like 3 boosts.
Yeah.
All right, we took a couple lumps on on truck, but that's okay. Now we know the power of truck. And also we already have the S rank, so you know.
Yeah.
Streets look cleaner already.
Does A rank instead of S rank means you get 10x instead of 15x, but Warrior of Cans.
Warrior of Cans. Right, a login bonus. Thanks. The thing we got explained to us.
Yeah.
Okay. Part-time hero. So yeah, we've got disposed bento and half-empty drink.
Those are also from Kid Quest.
Yeah, let's take a look at what we.
Those are from Can Quest or finding them in the garbage.
Disposed bento. Half-empty drink. Take a look, see if there's any others on there that were. Could get a beetle if we want.
Pay on a beetle.
Yeah, we could do. And we have silver moth butterfly. Those might just be sitting outside of Survive.
Yeah. You could buy seeds to make them sitting right outside Survive.
It's true. Trash. We'll get the Dead Souls one at some point too. Oh, hold on.
Meow. Using the power of directional audio.
Oh, are they above?
Cats in the eye beams. I love to use the power of directional audio.
So itchy.
Uh-huh. Hello. No! No! Suspicious men!
Your punishment for rejecting cat.
I wanted to get into a better position so I could take a photo. That was I wanted to take a photo of the cat for the tier list.
Just fully leap off a one-story parking facility. Oh my god.
No, what? Oh my god! It's even stupid. It's even better the second time.
I didn't know that would happen in first person.
Oh my god. I'm just imagining. Hold on. However.
Yeah. You got told about these, and I said something to the tune of, "You were around one of them."
Uh-huh. No, I am so happy about just like first person.
Whoops.
Okay.
So you can left bumper to crouch.
No! No! It keeps happening!
The fact that there is always an encounter.
Namba, please! Namba, you gotta help Namba! Namba, you please! Namba! Oh, okay! Namba, you gotta help!
Namba, I'm gonna try and take a picture of this cat, and I'm going to be compelled to leap off the... Not, I need you to hold my legs!
Namba, please, you need to stop me. I just need a photo of the cat! Okay. Gotta figure out any further left.
So you can get closer forward and see if that'll get close enough for it to look at you. They had that animation kit in the office. Doesn't look like we have it outside though.
God, nope.
Found the line. Close as you get.
Found the line. Okay.
For once, there was not an immediate encounter.
Goodbye. You know?
Look, if all your friends were jumping off a bridge.
Yeah. If Ichiban jumps off a bridge 4 times,
then there was a reason for it.
Yeah.
There you are.
Oh, fuck.
God. Oh, my God. Wow.
God, I'm fucking ruined. Oh, my goodness.
Okay. All right. We got there. We found our cat friend. Let's head on over and put in some of our
How many leaps from a building does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
Bonk, bonk. 1-star shot. Alright. Oops, sorry about that. I'm after... well, this fight. Hey, confidence to level 4. No, or was that 3 or 4? Yeah, up to 4.
Yeah. Have we found the gate for that?
No.
Okay.
I know it exists.
Do you know where it is?
I know where it should be. Let's
Sure, be nice, but kind, encouraging manager.
Yeah. Hi, Sally. Alright. But what we're here for... Yep.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yep. Another health ring. Plate delivery.
Plate delivery.
Sweets. Almond
jelly.
Ah, we just don't have a bronze plate.
Where are we going to get a bronze plate? If only we were confident enough to know the answer.
If only. I'm gonna buy a couple of these to walk around with.
Yeah.
We have at least 3 that we know of.
Not Nintendo.
All right.
Don't waste my time.
Let's head north a little. Okay, hi.
Yeah, if you do we want to establish rules?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's talk about Koi Koi.
Yeah. They'll get us a plate.
So this is gonna be hilarious because I was talking to you about how much about Koi Koi I know.
Yeah.
And my knowledge of Koi Koi comes from having played the Tales of Berseria sort of Koi Koi minigame.
Yeah, I was shown screenshots of that, and I was not able to discern if it was one-to-one a Hanafuda deck with different art, or if it was a unique deck with different setups.
I can pull up Berseria for you at some point to answer that question.
One of these days, yeah.
I can do that. We have not Jong yet. Jong.
We haven't had the money to Jong for most of the game.
Wow,
cheapest Jong is 12K.
Yeah. I haven't been doing like big money things. Berseria was such a fun game. I adore that game. For many a reason. Characters, plot, gameplay, the story beats, the cast a lot. I can say the cast like 4 times and I'd be right.
It could be a bronze plate.
It could be a bronze plate. It's gonna be a silver plate instead.
Gold plate.
Nothing.
Damn. Lost the flip.
Yep. Anyway.
So.
Oh.
These are, as by my recollection, flat 50-50s.
Maybe we win the flip.
Maybe we win the flip. It's 10x what you put in.
It's fine.
Yeah, you only cast them out of time if it's got a menu.
Okay. Anyway. Toady-like, man.
Toady-like.
We just didn't pass by here, I guess.
Never got close.
This part I recall because I've seen you here enough times.
Yeah.
I think the amount of stuff I've seen you playing 7 has been very limited. I've seen you play.
A lot of it is here.
Yeah.
Hey.
You got confidence, brother.
How did you capitalize that? Yes, if you don't have 4 confidence to tell you to fuck off.
The gambling hall. This is also something we have in many other Yakuza titles. Like the hidden the hidden gambling hall, you know? Not directly here, but I'm thinking about gambling in bathrooms, which we also might do at some point. Who can say?
Things you know about from a Lost Judgment.
Yep. So, we've got.
So we can buy some tags. And things you can get here include plates, because you cannot directly cash it. You cannot gamble with yen, and you cannot cash out in yen.
But there's this nice person sitting right here next to us who will allow us to turn tags into whatever.
Yeah, you can. I hear the pawn shop down the road. We're always looking for more plates.
Yep.
We've got some silver bugs.
Oh, we've also got
bulletproof shield is relevant because we don't have. This is like the next step for enforcer weapon after I want to say like 35.
Okay, that's actually quite nice.
Yeah.
We got orb.
We've got orb, and you've got orb.
And we got 100,000 tags, which I'd like to note that platinum plate is 2,000.
Uh-huh.
We also have Million God, Return of the Gods.
That's a pachinko machine.
I was gonna say I've never heard of that.
Also pachinko machine.
Zeus to throw. Okay.
These are the
These
are the slot machines that are in the video game. That's why the soundtracks are here. So you want 200 tags. If you want, like, if we're doing koi koi in the way that makes it good.
Yeah. I feel this is a great thing to show off and explain.
Yeah. So, left side.
Yeah. We also have...
we have Ocho Kabu here. Ocho Kabu is a little bit blackjack for fuckers. Ocho Kabu is a game where you are dealt 2 cards. You're attempting to reach... Yeah, you're attempting to reach mod 9. Or 9 mod 10, rather.
Is that how Baccarat works as well?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
Yes.
Okay.
Baccarat and Ocho Kabu are very similar. One of your cards is secret, one of your cards is public. You are allowed to take a 3rd card. And the dealer just is directly playing against you, blackjack style.
Like blackjack. Dealer drawing 2 cards.
Oh, I didn't know that the dealer could show down on their 2 and then draw a 3rd later. I've never known that. That's really cool to know, actually. And then there are several relevant special hands. If I recall correctly, this might be apocryphal. I don't recall if this is apocryphal. Ojo Kabu is part of the origin of the word Yakuza. Yakuza, assembling a hand worth 0 points as your 3 cards. I cannot recall what digits each of those are.
What we got? Okay, and then we got the Alright, but we're here for koi koi.
Right, yeah, 893 getting you 20, which is 0.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Actually,
we're gonna play on expert mode.
Hold on, let me.
Okay.
Let
Yeah,
me
let's look at the rules.
Let me at least explain.
Let's. So.
So.
You're playing Go Fish with the table.
Yeah.
8 cards will be dealt onto the table, and you will be dealt 8 cards, your opponent will be dealt 8 cards. You take turns playing a card on the table. If it matches something that's already there, you take that pair and you collect it, and then you flip a card off the deck. If that pairs with something, you collect it. There are 12 suits of 4 cards each in a Hanafuda deck, and each card within a suit can be one of 4 sort of... I don't know exactly how to describe them, sort of subsuits of either just a plant, and collecting those will get you the Yaku of Junk. You can have poetry ribbons. You can have animals, which will collect towards seasons, or collect towards variety. And you can have lights. Not every suit has has lights in it. And there are several unique hands built off of direct combinations. There are 3 red poetry ribbons with writing on them. There are 3 blue poetry ribbons with writing on them. Bordeer Butterfly. The most relevant ones that we're going to be hunting a whole lot are these here. Moon Viewing and Cherry Blossom Viewing, because they are both 5-point hands with 2 cards, and they both involve the Sake Cup.
Okay.
5, 10, 20 points. Yeah, that's the thing, is that I can never keep that terminology in my head, because the only way I engage with Hanafuda is Koi Koi. And then each hand is assigned a month. Each month is one of your 12 suits. So if you have all 4 cards of this month, you just that's a 4-point hand. You get it.
Yeah, of the current round, and then 3 lights, 4 lights, and 5 lights. And then a couple other combinations as well.
Yeah, if you are just dealt 4 pairs, or dealt 4 of a kind, you just get 6 points in the hand ends. It's like 9-win termination, or in Mahjong, except it's not optional and you get paid for it.
Yeah.
So it's not a whole lot like that at all.
If I'll also call out the fun Yu-Gi-Oh fact, because I'm looking at like 5 lights. I'm looking at Cherry Blossom Viewing, and there is a whole set of a Yu-Gi-Oh archetype that is just these Hanafuda cards and a few support pieces. The synchros that are made out of them are all based on every card being a 2. And so you have 6 points, 8 points, 10 points to make the 6-star, 8-star, 10-star synchros in Flower Guardians.
Those synchros are named after hands.
Yep.
I remember Bordy Fly.
Yes.
And also every Flower Guardians art is a riff on art like this, but with Yu-Gi-Oh monsters on it.
Yeah, so Bordy Fly being Bordeer Butterfly here.
The Moon Viewing has fucking the Wicked Avatar on it.
Yeah.
There's a giant Shrunade on one of the hills.
I know there's one of the support cards is just called Super Koi Koi.
So Koi Koi is extreme. Koi Koi is reliable profit in this game compared to any other gambling game, for the reason that you don't pay out until you lose, and you can stand up from the table at any time. That's the dark secret of Koi Koi in RPG games, is that when you sit down in any other gambling game, you stake your cash immediately. But because of the way Koi Koi works, the payout is based on how well you do, and so there's no stake immediately, which is why we're going to play on expert mode.
Because, like, what's it?
So we're going to change settings. I set wagered points to 200.
Yep.
And if you want hand guide to be on, you can turn that on.
That'll be fine.
But all of the rest of these are what we want.
I'll turn that on for so we can see this as we're going through it.
Yeah. So you can save scum anything. These are games where you can save anywhere,
but
you don't have to save scum this.
That's the difference.
Is instead of getting to the point where you know you're going to lose, quitting, loading, going into your menu and loading a save and spending all that time doing it, you just hit quit minigame and then you sit down to the minigame again.
Yeah, so if I sit down at a mahjong table, I stake 12-5.
12-5 or 25 or whatever.
And like if I leave, I've already
your stake is gone. And like there are worlds where that's still correct, where it's like, I'm going to come in 4th, and the point adjustment is going to put me another 40k in the hole.
Mm-hmm.
But because the way Koi Koi pays out is we're wagering 200 tags per point that you beat your opponent by. And if you see the second option there of double points for 7+, numbers can get kind of silly.
Do we want to go any higher?
And so you can. I usually do 3 just because it makes it easy to, like, if things go bad, you can just leave and you haven't lost anything.
Sure, okay.
Because if you play a 12-round game and then your opponent gets something wild explosive on hand 11, you feel really bad.
Right. But yeah, so we can save so many of them. We don't have to with this, is the difference.
Yeah. And, like, you can just be good enough to win consistently. The robot cheats.
Okay, let's go.
The robot cheats, and Koi Koi is a very explosive game.
Alright. So
yeah, so as you look at cards, you'll be shown pairs.
Yeah, so you can see like these that both match in what we have visually, and also.
So you're matching the plant.
Yes. So
the plant is the thing representing the suit. The relevant things you have here are you have access to a red poetry ribbon that's on the table.
Yep, that's what
you
I'm
have.
seeing.
So that's part of a 3-card 5-point hand. There's a second red ribbon on the table that you don't have access to, which is a little rough.
Yeah, that's top right. Can't point at it, but.
We're holding boar and butterfly. Again, we have no way to access deer. So there's not I probably take the red poetry ribbon just to sort of like guarantee that your opponent can't snipe you on those.
We take and they've got a ribbon too. That's fine.
Yeah, so now we have guaranteed that our opponent cannot have border butterfly or red poetry ribbons or blue poetry ribbons. We can take here, and if we flip deer, it matches and we just immediately get border butterfly.
Yeah, but you can see the little hint bang is telling us we're...
So opponent has just snagged the Psyche cup, which is quite unfortunate with the cherry blossom curtain on the table. If our opponent is holding cherry blossoms, then they have 5 points. But there are 2 cherry blossoms already in their hand. That's unlikely for them to have.
Well. We didn't talk about this part. If we have no cards to...
Yeah, if you don't have a pair, you just put it on the table. I wouldn't play either of our hills, because if our opponent is holding the moon, then we hand that to them.
Yeah, that's the moon having the hill with it, so... Right. Okay.
Alright, so no border butterfly, but if we flip into either ribbons or variety, we can just get some points to get the fuck out of here. That's not either of those things. That's acceptable. Well, the good news is they weren't holding it.
Yeah, and now we get to actually get this
Now we
out
get
of
to
here.
escape.
Yeah. So because we played our hill on the table.
Variety.
Yeah.
Just junk.
And we're over on junk. So we
Yeah,
get to
so
escape
each
with...
each of these starts becoming worth points at 5 cards and is worth +1 point for every additional card. That's why we're getting 2 points on junk.
Yeah, because that one's at 11 junk, and now we're...
Because we only scored points on our final card, we don't get to show off the mechanic that gives the game its name.
No hard feelings, right?
Whenever you score points, you have the opportunity to just end the hand. You can say, I'm done.
Or
you can call Koi, which translates approximately to, come on. You keep going. If you're like, yeah, I'm gonna get more points. But if your opponent scores any points, and they choose to keep them, you get nothing.
Okay. So we can go for our second...
So I probably take our blue ribbon on Chrysanthemum here.
Yeah, I'm between this
because
and
So the reason for that is it locks our opponent out of ever being able to get Sake Cup. Because we're holding the third Chrysanthemum.
Oh, that's true. It's right here. We just...
It progresses us towards ribbons. We can't get blue ribbons, which is annoying, but it's fine.
We can take our...
Yeah. Take the pair you've got.
Yep.
Poetry ribbons.
Oh, alright. So. We can call
So.
Koi.
You can call Koi, which keeps you going. There's enough time left, and our opponent doesn't really have anything to make that just sort of baseline reasonable.
Yeah.
It's a little unfortunate that we have fuck all.
Right, I would say we have one we have 1 point and we're not progressing towards anything.
Yeah. We're really hoping to like get lucky and flip into the like moon or cherry blossom viewing, because we can guarantee that.
Poetry ribbons.
So that does also, we're a little bit closer to points than it looks, to additional points than it looks, because the Sake Cup can also count as junk.
So if we had one more junk, we'd be over on that.
Yeah, so you, if you get to nine cards in junk and you have the Sake Cup, the game will ask you, hey, do you want this to be a junk card instead of being what it is? Like so. And at this point, we want to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Because there is no world where we can guarantee scoring anything.
And we need to score to end the round.
And you have to score to actually bank the points. A lot of regional variance in Koi scoring. Absolutely.
Okay.
Hello.
Wow, this is looking nice. Okay, so we've got.
Tell me what you see, and I'll tell you what I see.
Okay. So the pieces I'm looking at that we have available, we've got
connection to Rain Man.
Yeah.
Got this deer.
Got the deer.
Got connection to the dragon. Got connection to a red ribbon.
Yep.
Got this bird.
Got this bird.
Connection to another red ribbon.
We're just sitting on this. We can't play anything with it right now, but we have a lot of directions on.
We have a lot of directions getting close to things. What I'm looking at is we can take that dragon, and if our opponent doesn't take Rain Man, we can take Rain Man. It's very difficult for our opponent to make it so that we can't take to make it so that we can't take our bird, because there are 2 pine trees on the board. And at that point, any light is tremendous, and we have another light in hand. Because Rainy 4 lights is power.
So to fill that out, When you're talking about
So I'm
both lights
looking at
and
the dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you're looking at both lights and rain, if I
Yeah. So Rain Man. Yeah, Rain Man is a light, but if you open up hands again, 3 lights cannot include Rain Man.
rainy 4 lights with okay.
Rainy 4 lights is what you get there.
So you're thinking
which is
start.
why I'm looking at the dragon before Rain Man.
So you're thinking start here, take the dragon and move on to rainy. We could get our bird.
Yeah.
And convert from there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they now.
And then, ooh, okay.
So yeah, we snipe the moon because they can't take the bird because there are only 2 pines left, and it's the pine on the table and the bird in our hand.
Yeah.
Damn. Just flipped it off the top, huh? Our opponent is mandated to call Koi because they're behind.
Oh.
So.
I see.
That is a fact about the robot.
Okay, we wouldn't have to do that. We would just be like, yeah, whatever. We can.
Yeah, if it's hand 2 and you're behind, you can just go, yeah, I want to take my 4 points and make the lead less bad.
And so because we got the 7 point.
Yes.
And then we can just walk with 21.
Right.
I don't see a reason to.
Yeah, no, we want to get out of here.
I don't want to try to run the table and walk out.
So with the sake cup sitting on the table and cherry blossom with curtain in our opponent's hand, staying any longer at all is asking for trouble.
Yeah, so sake cup.
Should a human opponent call Koi there? That depends on how much money you're willing to lose.
Yeah, because you're.
This is the 3rd hand. It's the end of the game, and so calling Koi there is a question of. Do I just want to take
-2
5 points and give you 400 and pay out 400 tags and just go -2, or do I think I can escape? And if I'm a human player staring down my opponent with that, I'm getting the fuck out.
I would say because we had 3 lights on the table at that point.
Yeah. I am getting the fuck out of there in our opponent's position.
So yeah, sake cup. That's the bottom left one on the behind in the center. So,
and that pairs with either the moon or cherry blossom with curtain.
No hard feelings, right?
To assemble 5-point hands. If you have all 3 of these cards,
and then we walk with.
This is the other thing about Koi Koi.
Yeah, so
is that this is 2 platinum plates.
Yeah, so in addition to, we were playing pretty slow to try to explain hands, try to explain the ideas here, but the speed at which we can play, the speed at which we can restart, and the wild amount we can win are the trio that make this true.
Yeah, Koi Koi is an extremely explosive game. And so, like, you can play 10, 15, 20, 30 games in a row and not get a game like that.
Mm-hmm.
And the one game you get is still worth it.
Because if you just like, again, that was 20 times our stake. If you could win 20 times your win.
Which, and again, the robot cheats. It's like, this is not guaranteed even a little bit.
Let's take our bronze plate.
So we'll want one of each plate for later.
Mm-hmm. Could take the shield if I wanted to.
Yeah, having a reasonable weapon to I can check when the next upgrade to that would be.
Yeah. We'll grab the plates.
I would. Right. Yeah, so you want one of each plate for reasons. And you want one anti-corrosion box cutter.
Okay.
shield. Yeah, so you'd be able to get better than that. Oh no, sorry. You can get better than that with a pile of cash relatively soon, but having one of these is correct.
Yeah, it's cheap enough and gives.
This is the upgradable enforcer weapon.
Oh, then absolutely we want one of these.
Anti-corrosion box cutter is similar for whatever job that is.
Take notes. But yeah, that all is the combination that makes that like what it is. It's because you would. I know there are days that you had just done this for hours, and
yeah, there are times where I just. It's true. In the little side run that I've been doing where I try and break the power curve, I did just get sick, and then while I was sick, play Koi Koi all day. And that funded my ability to break the power curve some more.
Yeah, so
like, this is outclassed by actual money-making game.
For actual money.
Yeah, that's the other part of this is Koi Koi's fun.
These two are what I'm looking at for opening.
So I want you to think more about the Sake cup that you're holding. I want you to think more about the cherry blossoms that you're holding. I want you to recognize that you are holding a 5-point hand.
Yeah, okay.
In your hand.
I had thought about the sake cup. Okay, putting this on the table.
Here's the secret: is if you want to start this hand taking the sake cup, because it means that if your opponent is holding a different chrysanthemum,
they can't.
You don't get stuck holding the sake cup with no way to confirm it.
Right, because there's
because in this situation, you're holding the way to confirm cherry blossoms. You can put either of those on the table, and your opponent can't touch it. They are assembling some shit.
Yeah, I was
so
just saying.
Out of here.
I'm just gonna leave, but
yeah, like they're like it hurts to leave,
but we're not.
But our opponent is the one in control of the table.
Yeah, so to look at the back and forth or flow of this, we've got our points from cherry blossoms, and we've got our point like with the sake cup. Our opponent is building towards just looking at like their spread there, even if you're not like it's like what are all these? Our opponent is building towards two different hands. Like
right, our opponent is now if they collect any ribbon at all, they get a point and they snipe us.
Yep.
If they collect any two season or any two variety, they get a point and they snipe us.
Hell yeah!
And we are not approaching a way to make more points happen
because you need to score to walk.
Right, we were hello.
Okay. So we've got a couple ribbons. We don't have anything to push this.
Yeah, so like we've got one play to make here, and so we make it.
Yeah, I'm just kind of looking at the rest of this.
Yeah.
So yeah, obvious.
Yeah, so we're
okay.
Just chunk.
Okay.
So we can take that Rain Man and deny our opponent the opportunity to touch it, and we will because again it's the only play we have.
Yeah. If we can take a play. Oh right. So this is we flipping this and we get to choose which one we would.
Yeah. In this case it's identical.
But if this were reversed, if we were flipping say this one I'm targeting off the top.
Yeah. And the so this is the reason that I have to keep saying variety and not animals. Is because the one we flipped is a variety.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that sits next to the birds.
Okay, so now that we're out of...
And now we're out of plays, and so we get to start thinking about what we want.
This is...
Yeah.
Reasonable to set?
It's true. Some animals are lights. That red card is in the same suit as Rain Man, the dangling ferns. Yeah. So your two choices here are take the alley oop you've set up for yourself, or snipe the card that just flipped to deny your opponent the chance at it.
Right, because it's new, they might not be able to use that, and they clearly.
So the other thought is, you can take this and just get this light confirmed into your hand. That's not super valuable right now, because you have access to 3 lights, but one of them is Rain Man, so you don't have the 3 lights hand. It's unfortunate. It feels bad. So this gets us a ribbon, and that puts us in scoring position.
That's what I'm thinking about.
Okay. Ribbons.
And that keeps us in scoring position. Here's the other thing, is that because Call Koi is on the top of the menu, if you're mashing, you get owned.
I think I'm fine because okay, so again, looking back at where our opponent's set, we don't have anything we can actually play in the hand right now.
Here's the scary thing: is you play out your pine tree and something irrelevant happens. And then your opponent does something, then you have to put one of these on the table, and if your opponent is able to collect it, you get completely owned.
Right, because we don't have any forward.
Yeah, if you had relevant plays here, then this is a super real question. Because we don't, and our hand is a fucking landmine.
This is what we call folding.
If our opponent didn't have the Sake Cup, this is a much more interesting question.
But they do. That's their top right card.
But they do.
That's the top right card they've got.
No hard feelings, right?
That in the world where the 2-card hands are worth 5 points, because that is another regional modifier people use. So, 3 of a kinds.
Oh, because if 3 were on the table, they'd be uncollectible.
Correct. And so if whoever finds the 4th leaves, just gets all 4 of them.
Okay, let's.
So yeah, the other line of thought there is you can play out your Chrysanthemum and just take the junk pair in case your opponent is holding the Sake Cup. Running scared of the Sake Cup is a thing that happens so much in this video game specifically.
And there we go.
Or in these video games. Yeah, we
get
love getting a light out of our hand, and we especially love making a play on the card our opponent just played.
Yes. All right, 4. Okay. Well.
Yeah, feeling good. Things are nice. Feeling really good. Things are really nice. This is a little annoying because we don't have any plays to make. Not Chrysanthemum is what we want.
So
because so there's only 1 pine left in rotation.
Yeah,
and there's only 1. I forget what our red flower actually is. So for all 3 of these, there's only 1 left in rotation. For the pine, it's a light. For this, it's blue ribbon, I think.
And then, of course,
and then Sake Cup.
Cup.
So, yeah, this is the least impactful thing that our opponent could play. Peony, thank you.
Blue poetry ribbon.
All right, flip the blue ribbon. Let's get out of here.
And we get. And we get, another. We get to walk with 20 points.
This is the thing.
So 2 games we've just made. And again, another. Was I one? Whatever. Did that not stick? Or did
No, you have to do it every time.
Oh, okay. That's fine. That's funny.
Yeah, that was still 200,000 yen.
I was gonna say that's That's just a plate.
Yeah. It's like the sort of paired reasons that the actual money-making game outdoes this. One is just in terms of pace. As you get deeper into the money-making game, the numbers will go up pretty good, and that they will outdo this. And the other thing is, there are failure states in Koi Koi. That, you know, there are worlds where your opponent just goes, turn 1, Sake Cup. Turn 2, play Cherry Blossom Viewing, flip the moon. GG's.
And then they walk with all of your...
and then you're owned for 20 points on that one hand.
And if that happens on anything but the last, that's when you just walk, but...
If that happens anyway... So, even on the last...
you can walk on the last hand?
Yes. You will never lose points to Koi Koi if you don't want to.
Okay, that owns. So you just...
The failure state of Koi Koi is just sometimes you lose 30 games in a row.
Okay, it's time, not... Because you...
Yeah.
Because we go in here, we just go expert, no stake. We're in, yes, dealer, and then exit minigame.
Yep. And nothing was lost. Because specifically Koi Koi payouts are based on the point differential decided at the end of the game.
Incredible. Oh, I'm glad to have walked through all of that too. That's and now we have a
you got some plates.
Yeah, we got some plates. We got some soundtracks. Where are plates?
Got some weapons. Plates are in the cube.
In the cube. So we have a plate we can go swap.
Yeah, you've got some plates you can drop off at a part-time hero drop off somewhere.
There's. Hold on. Okay. New map. Checking down here to make sure there wasn't like a safe.
Yep.
But yeah, I've seen enough Koi Koi. I remembered this spot. I both remembered this spot, and I remember a boss fight down there.
I don't know what you could possibly be talking about.
Where is our closest?
South probably beats it. The Papo.
Like, having weird, having all the phantom knowledge of Ichiban is great.
So, there is a boss fight down there in Yakuza 8.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
That does occur. You're correct.
I have no idea if there's anything else, if anything occurs here, but I know that's there in 8 because I watched you play all of 8.
Yeah.
It's great. Alright, plate delivery.
Yeah, so, I don't remember if plate delivery 2 becomes available here.
Battle items. Let's see if that's
You have to be higher rank for plate delivery 2.
Let's... A smoke bomb. Is that a...
I don't think that gets sold at the... I think that might get sold at one of the secret shops. I don't think that gets sold at the pawn shop. Because pawn shop has most of the battle...
I'm thinking... yeah, not at this one. This one is accessory.
I'm not sure.
But this one...
Give it a shot.
Yeah. We'll cross here. Well, okay. The one up on Bar Row has all the... Okay.
I forget if I ever finished the thought. So money-making game outpaces Koi Koi, both for just numbers going up and Like at this point, if you never change anything about money making game, you are guaranteed static amounts of profit forever.
Oh, because it would always give us.
Yeah, because like you'll have to spend some of your funds on like re-upping your employees' traits or whatever. But like, as long as you do that, you never have to change anything, and you will be guaranteed to keep improving what you're at.
No smoke bomb.
Bottom of the list? No.
No. Okay. But yeah, also...
No, it apparently is the one down... the one you were looking at first.
It's head there. The other thing is, like, doing the management stuff. There's no forward progress to Koi Koi, in the sense that, like, you don't improve... You're just playing Koi Koi, right?
Yeah.
Whereas with the management stuff, it's this whole thing that will...
Okay.
Like, it has other stuff to it. You know, you're not just doing money-making game. You are doing money-making game, but, like, you know.
You're making some numbers go up, and when those numbers go up, good things happen.
Right. You might get little bits with saving the company, or, you know, when we break rank 100 or whatnot. So.
Yeah. You talked to a chicken 21 times. Get an egg.
We got an egg. Yeah, okay, fine.
And a golden egg.
Just free golden egg.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm excited to just pull up this area and show you not Koi Koi in that. Because it's... It is that game. It's exactly what we were doing. But the hands are... Rather than the hands being like, do you recognize, like the bits on the Hanafuda deck with the lights, the variety, the ribbons, the Psyche cup, the rain. It's like character knowledge from all these Tales games. Smoke bomb.
Rules. Smoke bomb.
And nicely, this is probably where we want to be anyway. So,
yep.
Big ribbon and dirty iron. Delivery 2. Let's see what that one is. That one might want us to go to the other side. Fear gas, daunt gas, lamp stand.
Lamp stand.
Lamp stand. Hey, Babs, we won, what, 6,000 in Koi Koi?
600,000 yen?
Yeah, 6,000 sticks, so 600,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lamps. We did 2 bits and talked through showing off all these hands, and then they all landed, so everything was perfect and beautiful.
Right.
Don't get cocky.
So, I will tell you for free, you do not have access to lamp stand.
I didn't think so, but we can still head up here and probably should, honestly, just to, like, grab one of everything from that shop.
Yeah.
Cheap enough.
Okay.
Bonk, bonk.
Here we go.
Not cool. Well, okay. Not for tonight. But close and for next time.
Yeah, I was gonna say, way to start off next time.
Yep.
Go think about a persimmon and do a drink link.
Yeah.
Get into 3 fights, think about a persimmon and do 3 drink links.
3 drink links, yeah. Just get all of them all at once.
Yeah.
Nope. Yep. Hold on. Close this door. Open this door. Close this door. No.
Uh-huh.
Hold on. I'm trying to make a point.
Yeah.
And okay. Open the door. And then close the door. Okay.
Okay.
Now we have very animation cell.
Yeah.
Which door can we open? We have door 1, door 2, and door 3. Which of these are we? Which of these bushes are we?
Which one of these floorboards is going to pop up, hit you in the face when you step on it?
Where's the Scooby-Doo ghost hiding? Oh, these are different bits anyway. That's fine. Let's at least have one of each of these on us.
Yeah.
The bar space is going to Dev Talk for Marvel Tokens. What? God, I cannot believe that.
It's so wild.
Yeah.
And like in 2 minutes, they have shown off enough characters to go. We are not under the same kind of pressure that MVCI was.
Yeah. Like, really cool selection immediately. Like, you know, character of both, like, characters who you would 100% expect, and then characters who you're like, oh, that's exciting. So.
Yeah. Got characters who are in current movies in their classic outfits. You've got any character from an X-Men.
Yep, that's the biggest. God. That part of MVCI is...
It's so... MVCI is so tragic.
I know. Alright, this is probably a good spot to stop, though. We could do more here, but we're at a nice stopping point because it means next time we...
No. This sign... I don't care how much you could read. This sign can stop you.
Yeah. I like the delay and us sort of recoiling from... bonk.
Yeah, they will let you... There's like a cooldown on the bonk. So as you're trying to, like, brush past a wall.
But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. Yeah, thank you all for joining. This was a good time. We got to make forward progress in our story stuff, learning about the counterfeiting, going to the Liu Mang warehouse. We've got a plan for that next time. We also
money-making game. We unlocked gambling.
We have money-making game, gambling. We've got all sorts of goodies to do around the world too. But yeah, thank you all for that. Thank you, Psyche, for being here and helping out.
Thank you.
We found a cat. That was good.
We jumped off a building 5 times.
We did jump off a building 5 times. So it was pretty good. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today. Thank you all for joining. If you want to follow, subscribe, you get the cool skulls and slimes. But if you're just here having a good time, hey, plus, next couple days have like special stream stuff going on. There is no Slay the Spire tomorrow because I'm gonna be at a pre-release. But there will be a stream tomorrow because it's my birthday and I like to stream something on my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. So that'll be midday at an odder time. That'll be like just I'm not 100% what I'm going to do there. I'm like 80%. It might just be me playing Rocket Slime for a couple hours, but if I come up with something more, we'll see. But the Saturday plan, starting at noon, is a card opening stream where me and a number of folks, Kavanaugh, Rosella, Lucy, and whoever else wants to join if they want, gonna be opening Final Fantasy physical cards and doing a bunch of talking about art and cards and games. Expect that to be all day. Let's be real. It is contingent on me getting product in the next 12 hours. So there's a reason I haven't like put a pin on and announced it. Like, but yeah, should be fine. Anyway, so that's the plan for the weekend. But yeah, so thank you all for joining. Yeah, again, thank you, Psyche.
Thank you.
Have a good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.